What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the last of 2023 episode of the Pre-Patch Podcast. How many of you guys were actually afraid I was going to say last Pre-Patch Podcast period?
Ever.
If this,
I quit
never
after the
again.
cyberpunk take.
yeah, if this son of a bitch up here in the far top left-hand, right-hand corner, whichever one it is, this robot keeps fucking sucking the robot penis, I swear to
These
God,
assholes, bro.
we are gonna have
Their
some problems.
opinions on the
Joystick.
best game in the world.
Oh my
Ongoing
God.
game.
Best ongoing game, my ass.
Hey, that's accurate. It is an ongoing game, sir.
It is not. It is not.
I'm happy
It is
for
not.
him, man.
Man, look, chat. This is just. I'm just gonna let you know
Scruffy, I'm
the
glad
amount
I have
of
you on my side right here,
Yeah,
bro.
man. We had the argument last time. It's the same thing as No Man's Sky.
the amount.
Legit.
You. Oh God. Oh man. We're gonna.
It's
I'm gonna tell you right,
Oh,
chat. I'm gonna
shit.
tell you right now. I had to. So okay, we start. We normally go and start the show at 10 o'clock, right? We start like our pre-work, like making sure that like all the camera angles are set up, all that kind of stuff, right? I was using the restroom, so I made sure I didn't have to use the restroom during the middle of the show. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I almost busted a hemorrhoid having to listen to this dumb fuck talk about why Cyberpunk was a fucking ongoing game. Like
It is an ongoing game.
Not
Bro.
just
That is
an
accurate.
ongoing
It is
game.
a game
The
that is
best
ongoing.
Yeah.
ongoing game of the
It's true.
year.
Oh my God. So if you haven't or cannot tell, we are going to be talking about obviously Game of the Year. We did the nominations last episode. So if you are interested in what we thought about which one should kind of win it, that was last episode. So go check out episode 106. And you can go see kind of what the crew thought of the nominations. This one is not going to be going over the nominations. We may talk about some of the winners, but we're really going to be talking about our own picks, right? This is going to be what we thought of each category within reason. Some of the stuff we're not going to cover, like best esports event, best esports coach, like unless the greater team wants to go over those things. But
we got the main ones in there.
yeah, we're going to be covering mainly the big,
The game
big
ones. Like
yeah.
yeah.
The biggins.
So, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be our last cast for 2023. I know that we will send off with a bang, but I want to say at the very beginning of this, and I speak for myself as well as I'm sure the rest of the crew. It's been a great, phenomenal, wonderful year of growth, of just support, love. Had a great
Ton of
time.
support.
Yeah, seriously.
Doing this.
Yeah.
So thank
The
you
YouTube
all.
just popped off, and
Yeah.
we really appreciate y'all for that.
Yep. Thank you for everybody. Enigma and Bill have been putting in some amazing work, getting our content out there for shorts and just digestible YouTube content. So phenomenal job there to both of you. Actually, just to Bill, Buck, Enigma, and then
Fuck you, bro.
and Scruffy.
No, this is the last podcast. God damn it!
That
I'm
you'll
making
be
my
that you'll
own.
be on. Well, hey guys, 2024 we have opening. We're hiring. Podcast is hiring. We don't pay anything. We don't have benefits, but you get to be on a show.
You don't pay. You have to deal with this asshole over here constantly.
Man. So
Yeah, no PTO, no.
no, we don't offer any kind of benefits. No PTO. We don't even offer like a break room. Like
Yeah.
So if actually anything, being on this show once a week forces us to actually go do mental health days more. So
Yeah,
it's,
especially when you have to deal with Sin and Enigma.
what the fuck? Why am
they'll
I in
berate
there?
you. They'll berate you with
What do I
with
do?
a lot of shit.
I'm an angel, bro. I'm
All right.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah. I didn't
Um,
think so.
Actually, I probably should win the award for most reason our podcast gets downvoted. It's
Yeah.
just probably
It's probably accurate,
on
honestly.
me.
Like,
oh man.
if we
Anyway.
didn't have you around, might
Yeah.
get more upvotes.
Hey, fuck HOTS players, bro. That game sucks. I'm just saying.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Damn.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna cover obviously this. Also, I appreciate you guys coming over and watching us because yes, the show is still live. I actually thought about literally grabbing a window, popping it up, and posting it up
Popping
on
it up behind us,
in the middle, on there. But you guys are here to see us. You're not here to see Jeff Keighley. So we appreciate everybody
Yeah,
watching
as well
us.
Exactly.
We're better anyways. We talked to the Game Awards. We had a conversation with them. They were like, "Hey guys, pre-patch, we're having it on Thursday. it's probably gonna go into your guys' time. Are you okay with that? And we were like, you know what, Jeff,
That's fine.
Just
for you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
As
For
long as
you, we
Flute Guy
will-
is there,
we will
it's
do
fine.
it.
I was
As long
gonna
as-
say we have Flute Guy on the opening of our next podcast next
Yep.
year.
Yep.
So be ready for that.
Yep. Okay. So for the sake of time and everything, we are going to kick into kind of the show. I'm going to start basically. I'm on the Game Awards site. I'm going
Quick,
to
real quick though. For the guys that came over from my pod or from my my stream, thank you guys for coming over. I appreciate you guys heading over.
Just shameless plug right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I start now?
Well,
Is it
no.
is it okay?
What was it? What were you gonna say?
What was who going to say? I was going to go into the
Enigma.
fucking game. Oh. Nothing.
I
I think he
said
was
that.
just going to say. He's going to say thank
said
you.
it. You just said thank you.
Yeah, that's all I
Yeah,
wanted to
okay.
say.
Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Yep. All right. We good now? Anybody else want to thank anybody else while we're here?
Yeah, actually,
I'd like to thank
I
my
want to
mom.
thank I want to thank my mom,
dad.
man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like Kratos, the actor for Kratos. We're gonna take 8 minutes and just thank everybody I can possibly
And I
fucking
thank
think
my
of.
dog,
which-
Murphy.
Which, by the way, I
Shout
fucking
out to you,
have mad
Murphy.
respect for the Game Awards and Jeff Keighley for making that into a joke this year. He literally came on and introduced the first the actors, and Jeff Keighley was like, "Make it brief, bro." Like,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I love too
I
that.
also want to thank the Game Awards for not having stairways up to the main stage this year.
Right.
no,
because-
they had stairways still.
Did
but-
they? Okay.
Oh man,
Well, nobody's jumped up
Anyways.
there yet.
I just saw a tweet
For-
from that kid though. From
For
Is he
brevity,
there? There's no
Bill
shot.
Clinton
He's
kid.
there. Is he there?
He's
There's
there.
no shot.
He's there.
There's
How
no
the
shot they let
Fuck
him in there.
do they,
I don't
bro?
know.
Unless they're gonna bring him on stage. Maybe they bring him on stage and Jeff Keighley just punches him just one time. Just-
I would be
You're
okay with
18
that.
now. Boom. I don't know if he's 18, but that'd be
Oh,
funny.
okay.
I would be okay with that.
All right. Okay. So I have a question for you guys. So we can either do we want to go through just the list or do we want to actually talk about the winner that was chosen and then also give ours? Like how do you, because I know last year I think that's what we did. We talked about the winner that was chosen and then we talked about
I mean, we could talk about the winner. I just don't know
I
how
think
long.
briefly,
like,
we
briefly,
already
yeah,
talked
that's-
about it last time. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we don't. I mean, we don't. Okay, we don't have to because also too. I don't know how long it is before the site crashes. So,
Oh, yeah.
again, all right. So kicking off with most anticipated game. The most anticipated game, I think, pretty is self-explanatory, right? This is the game that we are the most excited for. That is coming. 20. I don't know. Well, I don't even think it has to be 2024.
yeah,
any-
just
yeah.
like at all. Yeah.
So, yeah, go. We'll go around the horn. Whoever wants to jump in first, have at it. So.
Sure, I'll kick it off. Mine is actually an indie game. If you guys remember me showcasing it on the podcast a few episodes ago, Holston. That game
Oh,
I'm
that's
really
it, yeah.
excited for.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that top down
Top down,
Top-down
that thing- that goes third person, yeah,
transition like
yeah.
shooter
RP.
with like
yeah.
Zombie
Silent
shooter or whatever.
Hill
Yeah.
zombie vibes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that one looks. I don't know if it's got a release date, but I'm real excited. I'm looking forward to that one, and I wanted to just give it some limelight. You know, I think it deserves it. So
The hell was
that's
that?
my
Final
anticipated.
Fantasy 16 DLC announced.
Oh,
Oh, that was Bill reacting.
Yeah,
best
it's-
on,
we
best
figured-
ongoing game,
we
bro.
figured that was
Any
gonna
game with
happen.
DLC is best ongoing game. Super excited.
Hey, man.
That's best
Yeah.
ongoing game for next year. Okay, Bill.
For me, it's Final Fantasy 16 DLC.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! Just
That
announced.
just
No,
got
is it really?
announced. No, it's actually Destiny 2 Final Shape.
Okay.
What
Now
the hell?
we're really just
Bill,
trying
Can
to.
we get to what's real, man?
We're just no. We're farming votes right now. We're farming for fucking up and down votes.
Oh my god.
It's for
Hots.
real this time it's Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I am very interested to see what they do.
So
with
you're
the
going with the
Final
winner.
Fantasy. I'm going with the winner. A close second, and one that is impressing me more and more the more that I see it, is that Wukong game, Black Myth Wukong. It looks
They did
better
look
and
good.
better
Yeah.
every time they show it off. So I'm very excited to see how that one goes.
It did look really good, honestly.
Good, Nigma.
Oh, that's my turn. I thought I was gonna have a voice in this podcast, bro. You know, I probably for me at least the most anticipated for end of this year, if not into next year. I don't know when exactly. they're going. You okay over there, buddy?
They announced 2 DLCs. Sorry.
We're never gonna get through this show. It's never gonna happen.
One of my most anticipated is Nightingale. I think I'm really looking forward.
I
to
almost said that. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking for, but they need to give me a goddamn closed beta invite. God damn it!
Yeah.
I've been on that fucking list since the
Weren't-
sale.
Weren't we kind of scared though that one might go epic, or was that?
No, it's
I
mean,
it's on
I'm-
Game Pass.
It's on
going-
yeah.
Oh, is
it's
it? Okay.
It's on Steam and such, so it shouldn't be
Okay.
too bad. But you never know. That's never stopped him before. So
That's true.
So I'm torn between a couple of things, right? And if I had to pick one, because I think this is the most realistic one that we'll probably get very quickly. Like I'm torn between Ascension, or not Ascension. What the oh my god, Ashes of Creation. I don't know why I just combined all of it together to just say Ascension.
Ashes of Creation.
Yeah, Ashes of Creation.
Is that your realistic one?
No, it's like
Okay.
that Riot. The Riot.
no,
the-
because it's never coming out.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
like the Riot MMO. I'm also, but we have not heard any fucking thing about any of that,
It's
right?
also
So like,
never
So
coming out.
far, yeah. You're
Um,
not getting
but
any of these.
I am going with the Riot game, and I am very excited about this because, again, low key, huge fighting fan. It's a versus game. It's using rollback. It's using the ARC system. Project
L or
L,
whatever it
dude.
was.
Project L. I have watched more and more. They showed more about it. They showed more of like combat of it. It looks fucking great. So I'm really excited about Project L. There's a lot of other games. Like honest to God, this category, I think we could probably all sit here for like 2 hours and just go through like games. Like
Yeah.
even that game that you showed.
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm also excited about
Amen.
Eugenics. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
if
I
you guys
remember
are
that.
familiar with that one. It's from Ed McMullen, the Binding of Isaac dude. It's
Yeah.
his new game that's going to be coming out next year. That I've been following the development on that. It looks really fun.
You know what you want? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna change mine. My most anticipated game for this year was The Day Before.
yeah. Oh, that motherfucker, bro. I
Mm-mm.
swear
Uh,
to God, if any of our viewers download that fucking game or buy that fucking game, I swear you're getting banned. You're getting banned. You're getting banned. You're getting banned. You're gonna get
Actually,
banned.
I went ahead and I it was going to be a Christmas gift, but I bought us all copies of that
Dude,
game.
I'm not putting it on my
Yeah.
computer. I refuse to, dude. It has bricked so many computers. It has. I just nope.
I've actually already had your wife install it on your rigs.
I actually surprisingly, I was wondering, like my computer started acting funny, and I was like, dude, is it literally because I went to the Steam page? Did they like somehow embed some bullshit? Like, that game is dog shit. It was. I'm not. We don't have time. We don't have time. We'll talk
No, we
about
don't
that.
have time.
We don't have time for
We'll
this,
talk
for sure.
about that
maybe
next year.
Maybe we'll make a separate video on that. That could be fun.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So most anticipated game. But again, I do think that we could literally sit here and talk forever about
Yeah.
games. I am actually I'm very excited about that other game, that Gray. What is it? The
Gray Zone. Did you check
Gray
it out?
Zone? Yes, dude. That game,
Yeah.
bro, looks really good.
It
looks
looks
really
legit.
good. So
Mhm.
we'll have to see. Okay, that went a different way. I'm trying to go this way. Okay. Best adaptation. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. This one I don't know if, well, did they leave out any? We'll go around the horn. By the way, Last of Us won this category.
Yes, it
For
did, yeah.
the Game
Yeah.
Awards. Bill, we'll start with you this time.
I still think Castlevania. I'm surprised that they didn't add books or anything like that to this category. I don't know if
Yes.
that's like
It's
not.
the video game awards. It's the game awards, not the book awards.
Yeah,
Right,
but
but they're
these are
video-
fucking movies and
These are
TV
TV
shows.
shows.
Like it's video games
Right,
being
but has
adapted
there
to other
TV
media.
TV shows
been-
adapted from video games.
What about
But
you saying?
It's
You
adapted
can-
from video games too, like the Five
It's-
Nights at Freddy's
it's-
book.
it doesn't
That's what
say-
I was going to
it-
bring
it-
up.
Yeah,
My
it
bad,
doesn't.
okay.
It doesn't
I
say.
misunderstood what you were trying to say.
It says
Or the
to
Five
other
Nights at
other
Freddy's
medium.
movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. Fuck.
Oh, see, you're wrong about something else, dude. This is just we're changing the
Fuck
title.
out.
Enigma's just wrong. That's just the name of the title on this one.
But
So
no,
what was your pick?
Yeah, what did-
Castlevania is my pick. Five Nights at
Okay.
Freddy's movie is a close second.
I gotta go watch that. I do.
It's
It
really
looks
good.
fun. It
it's
looks
a fun time.
Yeah.
Okay. Enigma. How about you?
Honestly, I'm gonna say Five Nights at Freddy's. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was. I've never I've played I've watched people play Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never played it myself, and I know I've watched like some lore videos on Five Nights at Freddy's. Which, if you didn't know, I didn't know this. Apparently, there's a huge fucking lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like
It's
there is a
massive,
lot
dude.
of lore
Yeah.
behind
It's deep,
Five Nights at
man.
Freddy's.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
dude.
I had no idea. Like
Yeah.
after watching the movie, I dug deep into it, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like,
That's what interests me more out of the
But-
Five Nights games and
Yeah.
movies.
I
But-
thought
the
you knew
animatronics,
that.
the
Yeah.
ghost children. And
no,
the
I
purple guy.
didn't know. I
Dude,
had,
it's
I had
wild,
heard that they
man.
had a decent amount of lore, but I didn't know that they had.
Oh my
like,
god,
yeah.
one of my
It's-
coworkers is super into the lore and like spent.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you, like 8 hours that we were just kind of like working in a Discord call talking about it. And holy fuck, man! Like
He's just
it's
taking you down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
and to be
man,
able
it's
to get the
wild.
lore, like understand that you
Literally
have to
the
play
rabbit
all
hole.
of the games, read both of the books,
Yeah,
and
it's
watch
crazy,
yeah.
man. It's nuts.
But yeah, I think they did a pretty good job with the movie. I know that there's a lot of like Five Nights at Freddy's fans that said that it was like subpar to the lore, but like I don't know. I think I enjoyed it. I had an
This is
enjoyable
just the
time
start
with
of the
it.
Five Nights at Freddy's cinematic universe,
sure.
new lore.
Yeah, and Matthew Dillard
Matthew Lillard, but yeah,
Lillard, yes, Lillard,
Yeah.
great, amazing actor,
Yeah.
love him.
he's a good one.
Cool. Scruffy.
Mine is actually going to be the winner, The Last of Us. I really enjoyed it.
Also a very
I-
good TV show, man. Like
Yeah, and not even just
Not taking
because
it
like
away.
it's obviously an adaptation of a game, but if you were to watch that show and not even know it was an adaptation, you would still really enjoy it. It's a quality TV show. Because I can say that my parents, we all watched it together. They have no idea what The Last of Us is, but
Yeah.
they loved it. You know. So it's just like it's just a really really good TV show.
Well, I mean,
I enjoyed it a lot.
they, it helps that they they didn't do like something like The Witcher, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
in order to know what the hell was going on in The Witcher, you really had to play some
you
of
had
the,
to
or read the books or
know
play
the
some of the
lore,
original
yeah.
games. Whereas like with The Last of Us, they started from the first,
right.
you were getting
It's
introduced
literally
into
the
what it
story
was.
of The
So-
Last of Us, yeah. And
Yeah.
they honestly did it pretty spot on, I would say. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of times like I'm like, oh my god, that's just like the game. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm surprised how well they translated it, and it was good. And I
Yo-
like the actors too. I really big props to Belle what's her name? Dempsey? I don't know what her name is.
Bella
but,
Dempsey, yeah.
yeah, Ella or Ellie. She did incredible, and I did not have high hopes for her at all. I actually was like really against
Yeah.
her choice at first. I was like, wow,
I wasn't too
take-
much of a fan.
I take back my words.
Pedro Pascal either, but he
I
did
like
okay
I
job.
like him. I think he did good.
Yo,
I also
so
want to Nostradamus next year and say that Arcane season 2 is probably going to win best adaptation if
bro,
it comes
I'm so
out
excited.
before the
Can't wait.
deadline, because I know
Yeah.
it's a November release. So
So real quick, I do want to go through and I just before I give you mine, right? I just wanted to look up just to see kind of like what is coming down the line for like next year. So we have the sequel to Super Mario. I'm gonna like rapidly fire through these. Super Mario Brothers sequel, Borderlands, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Detective Pikachu
Ooh.
2, Return to Silent Hill, an unnamed
Jeez.
Silent Hill movie,
Yep.
an
They released
unnamed
a lot of Silent Hill stuff. That's coming.
unnamed Minecraft movie, unnamed Poppy's Playtime movie, a Beyond
Playtime.
Beyond Good and Evil movie, Death Stranding movie, Firewatch movie, Sniper Elite movie, a Duke Nukem movie, Just Cause movie, Mega Man movie, Metal Gear Solid movie, Metro 2033 movie, a Gears movie, Streets of Rage, Dragon's Lair, Mortal Kombat 2, Ark Survival Evolved is getting a movie, Five Nights at Freddy's is getting another movie, Sleeping Dogs, Portal, Space Invaders,
Ooh, Sleeping Dogs. What?
Yep, Sleeping
That's
Dogs.
dope. Yes.
Donnie Yen. I don't know who Donnie Yen is, but they provided an update in 2021 about this. The release date's been
That's
determined. Script is written. Space Invaders movie. I'm all about it. Where's that's gonna be. I think. Okay, I know. I just changed my answer of what I think is gonna win, barring that it came out this year. BioShock movie, Just Dance movie. Ghost of Tsushima, which I actually am excited about. I think that's
There's so many.
Call of Duty
There's a
is
little-
getting a
little-
movie. Tomb Raider movie. Days Gone movie. Pac-Man move. Yakuza movie. The Mortuary's Assistant movie. It Takes Two movie. Sifu movie, and a Space Channel 5 movie. Those are all slated.
Little-
Jesus, where's the
Little
Tetris
little
movie?
little
dude.
tidbit
That
of
was already a
information
thing.
from
Did
my.
you guys watch that movie?
Well, that's. That's my. Did that come out?
Little tidbit of information from my past. When I had my original podcast, the Sleeping Dogs, they had a live action like promotion of it, where it was like it was a bunch of like kung fu moves and shit between some, all that bullshit. That was one of our first videos that was over like 5K views. So
Nice.
And yes, to answer your question, Scruffy, yes, I have watched that, and I did not know if that came out this year or not, because it was like at the very beginning of the year, and that is my best adaptation for a game. Is Tetris.
That movie was great.
That movie is phenomenal. I don't again.
Taron Eager is incredible.
I don't. It's hard. Like, the only reason I would say I don't know, and you guys
Not
could,
an adaptation,
right? You could fight me on this, right? Because you could say it's not an adaptation.
Same thing that we did with Gran Turismo.
Right.
Yeah. If I'm gonna get fought on that, then I'm gonna give it a twisted
biopic.
I'm gonna give it a twisted
Tetris.
metal. Just kidding. I'm not gonna give it a twisted metal. I would say that. Yeah, I'm torn between either Last of Us or Five Nights at Freddy. My son was extremely excited about Five Nights at Freddy, and he said they did it very, very well. So
they do a very good job.
I didn't see it, so I kind of have to lean into Last of Us because I don't know how well they did it. But I'll say Last of Us because I did watch The Last of Us. But Tetris is, if you'll let me have it, will be my winner. So, all
I'll
right.
let you have it.
Cool. Best multiplayer. So this is for outstanding online multiplayer game design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Baldur's Gate 3 won this one. I'll go first on this. Yeah, I think I gotta give it to Baldur's Gate 3. I can't disagree. I'm really thinking like,
you're not gonna give it to Diablo 4?
No, I think it's a good game.
What?
Bro, unlike you, I know the difference between my categories and what it should and should not win. I don't think that it. I don't think Diablo 4 should win. Yeah, I got to give it to Baldur's Gate 3. Like, honestly, like, that game is just too good of a multiplayer game. All the way around. I don't know. Yeah. So that's my answer is Baldur's Gate 3. I think it rightfully deserves it. Yeah. I'll pass on to somebody, Bill or Enigma. We'll go this way now. Enigma, how about you?
I mean, we're just going crisscross applesauce left.
Yeah,
and
I'm
right,
just trying to mix it up, a little bit.
No, I agree with you. I mean, this is going to be an easy one, I think, for most of us. If I understand most of us at least, I think Baldur's Gate 3. It's been one of those things where it just makes sense. Like, it's a great game for multiplayer, and I can't think of any other game that released this year that I could put in that category personally. I don't know. Maybe you guys can, but yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 for me.
Is BattleBit? I know it's early access. Is it still early access, or did it go 1.0?
It is still early access.
Do we include early access games into that?
No,
because that.
If we,
That might
because I
be
say
coming up for me.
I don't either.
All right, well then no, didn't I guess we can't.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be the day before.
Okay.
Also, let's be real. It's a remaster. It's BattleBit remastered, so it can't be any.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Bill, we'll go to you.
I don't know, man. Baldur's Gate 3 for like single player. If you're wanting like competitive, I want to say Siege, even though it's an ongoing game. So
I don't think we can put Siege. I don't think, because if we're gonna put ongoing, I wouldn't.
Category.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with Baldur's Gate. There really wasn't any standout competitive multiplayer
That's the
games that
problem I
didn't
had was
suck
I was just
dick
like,
this year.
Yeah, I was just like, there's nothing out there really that released.
And everything else has been going on for a while.
Is anybody shocked that Call of Duty is not in this category?
Dude, I
Fuck
love it.
no.
Love to see it.
I mean, I was surprised
I'm
that it
shocked
wasn't.
that it's not in the category, but I'm not shocked that it wouldn't win. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, mine might come to a shock to you guys. Counter-Strike 2.
You're full of shit. You're full of fucking shit. Don't sit here and do that. Don't do that. If that is truly your answer, you need to explain to me fucking damn good and well why.
Explain yourself.
I can't. I
That's
kid.
just fucking bullshit.
My answer was actually it was going to be BattleBit, but you guys are right. It is early access, so I don't have an answer anymore, and it's just got to default back to, of course, the obvious is Baldur's Gate.
Like, is
as
there
well,
any
so.
like I really feel like this is a category that we are missing. That there's some game that
There might be, but again, I can't.
What about
personally
would
think
you
of
For the
anything.
King 2? Would you put For the King 2 in there?
No, because it released too late, in my opinion, and I think it's early access.
I don't know.
I don't
for
think it's
the
early
actual
access, is
Game
it?
Awards.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it's in early access. Oh no, it's fully released.
Yeah,
never
say,
mind.
I
I
would
think it's
say
fully released.
for the actual Game Awards, yeah, it released too late. But
But
for,
it
for
did release too
ours-
late for for that.
For
But
ours,
like
I would give it to you. Still, it's still 2023.
even then, I don't know, man.
Okay. I really feel like hold on one second.
I'm also scrambling. Right now
I was
because
looking
I'm-
for stuff and I could not find
So was
something
I,
that wasn't
yeah.
ongoing.
I'm missing a bunch of categories because I went off of your list, Enigma, and I didn't have multiplayer even on there.
I
I'm
went
just-
off of the list because the site was down. Fucking sue me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna have my people come at you.
I'm
Call
sure
my
that-
people.
I'm
My
sure that
people
there
call
are
your
some
people.
multiplayer, but I do agree with you, Bill. It feels like we are playing a bunch of games that have just been around for forever, right? Like
Yeah,
Siege, Fortnite,
Final Fantasy,
know.
World of Warcraft.
yeah, Fortnite, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure because I do, as someone that plays a lot of these games, I don't know, like
Baldur's Gate 1,
yeah.
Game
Okay.
of the year.
Game of the
Let's go.
Year.
Yeah, of course it did.
Good,
Yeah.
good man.
Good.
It deserved it.
So Sony
Um,
didn't win anything. Holy shit.
They won
Wow.
Last of Us TV show.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Wow. Still though.
Okay.
That's-
Do we want to do like? Is there so best sports racing game? Is there anything? Do you have a category?
We didn't have much to say even when.
I was gonna say, I don't really-
play those games.
Okay, so we're good to skip this.
Forza.
Okay, we're good to skip this. All right. All right. Best sim strategy. Best game focused on real time, or turn-based simulation, or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. They have not announced the winner of this. So,
Sim strategy, it was Pikmin.
oh,
Yeah.
did they, okay, on their site it doesn't show it. So, okay,
Yeah,
well,
Pikmin
Pikmin
one.
Pikmin one then. All right, we will start with Scruffy. You're muted. 107 shows and the dude's muted. You're muted.
Oh, wow! Look at me.
We're professional podcasters, guys.
All I said was I'm sad you started with me because unfortunately I just don't have any games for this. This is not my category.
Oh. Okay.
So
I mean,
I'll give it-
that's fine to bow
I
out.
wouldn't- yeah, I'm not even gonna pick one because I don't know anything about any of these games that are even up here. So
Yeah.
Enigma, can you do me a
Yeah.
favor and change our location because Scruffy's getting all pixely. Bill, while he's doing that,
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
oh.
he
nothing.
asked me to change our fucking thing.
location. Yeah, he's just changing our location.
Okay,
So
just
it's,
hit a update.
City Skylines 2. I feel like it was
Wow.
I
Even
for-
even with all the shit,
what shit? Did I miss something?
even with even,
it
even
had
with
a
all
pretty-
the, like,
it had a pretty-
problems that
pretty rough
yeah,
launch. Yeah.
like people couldn't fucking hardly play it for the first like
yeah, but I
4
mean,
weeks.
games that fix their problems win awards. So,
That's true. Ongoing game, bro.
Yeah. All right. then.
but no, I think City Skylines once they did get it fixed and all that stuff was a very very competent city builder.
It's the city sim builder.
Yeah. I don't mind Pikmin winning though. As far as strategy games go, it's a banger. So
Is it a strategy game? Like, is it really
it
a
is a
strategy,
strategy
game?
game. It's more of a puzzle game than anything else.
That's what I say. I don't think that's strategy. That's puzzle. It's not strategy.
There's I consider strategy and puzzle like pretty similar.
I
Plus
don't-
there is a PvP mode that has like strategy elements to it.
All right, that's
So-
it. That's how we're gonna decide all of our in pre-patch fighting is gonna be with PvP matches in Pikmin 4. So
I'm down.
yeah. So I went back and forth on two different games, both of which are actually very, very similar. So there's Live Live, or Live Live, I think is the name
Live
of it.
Alive.
Is it a live? I thought it was Live Live. I'm pretty sure it's Live Live, right? It might be Live Alive, but it's that and it was Octopath Traveler 2. And as a very big Octopath Traveler 1 fan, and turn-based strategy,
Is it this one?
I don't know. I don't have the hold
You
on.
have the Discord up?
Yes, it's Live Alive. Thank you. So Live A Live. I'm gonna give it to Octopath Traveler 2. I wanted to give it to Advanced War 1 and 2, but those are remakes, like kind of reboot. I don't know how you want to like classify that, so I really don't like that. City of Skylines 2, yes, but it was really borked. Company of Heroes 3 didn't play it. Fire Emblem Engage, I did like. I actually called Fire Emblem Engage when we did the show last week as saying this one, but I don't know. Octopath Traveler 2 improved on a lot of the things that Octopath Traveler 1 had issues with. Mainly just like length, between like getting your characters involved, and finding and like going down their story paths. Fast traveling was a lot better. Combat was kind of sped up a little bit. It's just a really enjoyable game. I've watched some playthroughs of it, and I have not yet purchased it or picked it up, but I'm excited to actually sit down and play that game for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then drop it because I go to something else. But yeah, I would say Octopath Traveler 2 is my choice for that.
Yeah.
Who do we miss? Enigma? Did we miss you?
Yeah, no, I'm still I'm kind of, I don't know. It's a toss up. I'm with you on that one, Bill. Even with the problems that Skylines 2 had, I think that it's still like when you think of like city builders, you think of SimCity and
Yeah.
City Skylines. You know, like those are your two major city builders right now. Now obviously there's indie games out there like I think it's Barony, I think is what it's called, or something like that. There's a couple of indie games out there that's released this year that were pretty decent. They weren't, I don't think they were Skylines quality though. Strategy though, I mean,
Do we put
what do you guys,
do we put card games into that? Like,
well, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, what do you guys dictate as like a strategy game? Do you dictate it as like a turn-based
I'd say
strategy?
deck
Do you
builder.
dictate it as like a
I mean,
deck
if we're putting
builder?
Octopath like turn-based strategy.
Yeah. Because
And,
if we're
I would consider
'cause-
deck builders too.
because if
Yeah.
we're putting in deck builders,
Marvel
that
Snap.
no. I actually, because I'm already gonna give this to the mobile category would be Warcraft Rumble, which is a strategy game. Oof.
yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm also
My-
thinking about that
the-
that Behemoth game, or that one game that was the card based game that I played. Keep talking to me. I gotta find this game.
I was about to say that if we're talking like strategy based games, and I know that it got voted for I think best mobile game. Honkai Star Rail, in my opinion, was an extremely good like strategy based, like turn based strategy game. For free, completely for free. As
Yeah,
well.
no,
So,
that's true. Honkai is. Ooh, I forgot about Honkai being like.
yeah.
I just don't. I guess because it's mobile, I just didn't immediately go to it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying as well. Was like I don't know, like is it, and honestly, like again, like it is a strategy game, and it is like a turn based strategy game, but like it also you could kind of not register it as that too. But I don't know. Those are my two votes for like sim and strategy. So
I am trying to find the name of the game because if I could,
yeah, don't
I
know.
want.
Beneath
I want.
Orisa.
But that's it. Benito Risa.
I got you.
If we are including that, then
Oh, yeah, I
I
forgot about that one.
actually.
Isn't that in early access?
Fuck, bro. I don't think so. Let me double check just to make sure because if that is
Thought it was
if that is the case, I actually may change my
No,
answer.
it's out. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out.
I gotta go with Beneath Orisa. That game is really fucking good. Like really fucking good. It's a card builder. It is a strategy. I mean, if we're including card builders, it's obviously
It's
a
like a-
strategy game.
It's like a hybrid. It's like a hybrid strategy card builder too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's also has like the roguelike elements to it. It gives me also like Sifu vibes where like you have to like get in close
Yeah.
combat and like do
pretty
stuff
cool.
out like or like fighting in tight spaces. I don't know if you guys remember that game.
I love fighting in
yeah,
tight
yeah.
spaces.
Yeah, so this game again, you guys we've talked about this. Beneath Arisa, I love Octopath Traveler. I love you to death, but I completely forgot about this game, which I know you're gonna be like, how can this be your game of the year for this category if you forgot about it? But I play so many fucking games.
Sin plays so many games.
I was
yeah.
about to say, there's no we, sir. This
So-
is you.
Beneath Arisa. That is my game. And if anybody wants to, well, never mind. We didn't do this for the other categories. But I would highly go check that game out if you are a fan of strategy and or card games. Okay. Cool. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Winner of this was Super Mario Bro. Wonder. No shocker there, I don't think on that one. Bill.
Yeah, I it's such a late entry into it that it feels a little
Yeah.
bit weird to be included. It's definitely, I would honestly probably say Pikmin would probably be it, or did Kirby didn't release this year, it released last year, didn't
Yeah,
it?
that was
I think
last
that
year.
was last year.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Trying to think of the other Nintendo games that released, because they really do lead the market on that niche of gaming.
Yeah, they do. Wasn't there? Oh no, I think it was pretty shite. That Sonic one.
Yeah, no, Sonic was no good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I genuinely, I don't know. I guess considering the fact that the new Mario game, Mario Wonder, does have couch co-op to it, then there's some fun
it
to be
just
had.
makes sense.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does make sense.
So is that where I guess kind of where does that category sit? Because like the game that I play the most with my kid is Warcraft Rumble. Like
That's
that, but I don't
entirely up to you,
know if you
I
consider that a
guess.
family game. Like could that because
No,
Like a
games that you play with
tradition.
family is how I.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I guess
Then
that's
I-
entirely up to how you dictate it. Honestly.
Yeah, this is a weird one, but
yeah, I would say
That-
that it would for me it would go into Warcraft Rumble. Even though I will say is Lethal Company early access? Because he my family is like in thrall with Lethal Company right now.
I hope not.
I
'cause
think
I have that up there. No, it is early access.
Is it? Okay.
Not to say- early access is screwing my categories.
It
yeah,
just
so-
it doesn't make sense to give them. I mean, we can do whatever we want to. Like this is
Yeah, I mean, this is our
category.
shit.
You
It's
guys,
just for
if
us.
you guys
Right.
fucking want to, if you guys want to put early access in, but then you can't give me shit for having a fucking DLC as my ongoing. So
Oh,
give
we
a
can
shit
give
for
we can give you
Jack.
shit all we want. This is our show, but I'm just saying I don't if we're going early access, this is going to change something. We've gone too far. I feel like to go backward at this
Yeah.
point.
I personally say early access. If it's not released, that's it needs to be released.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
family game. I'm gonna go and say it's Warcraft Rumble.
Okay.
So, Scruffy.
I gave it to
Scruffy's
Party
like, "Fuck."
Animals. I haven't played Party Animals yet, but I really want to. It just looks like a lot of fun, like another what was that game, Gang Beasts. So I plan on playing it, and yeah, I think honestly it had my vote for the game of the year. So I mean, I'm not surprised Mario took it, but
Wait. You said Party Animals had your shot for Game of the Year?
it had my vote
For Game of the
Yeah.
Year.
for best family. not
Oh,
Game of the
I
Year.
thought you meant Game
Yeah.
of the Year.
I didn't mean to say Game of the Year.
Did Party Animals do something crazy that we don't know
Yeah,
about?
man.
Jesus
They did
Christ.
even more than Baldur's Gate,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a portal to another dimension. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Party Animals.
I would give it Party Animals though.
Okay. Enigma. I think did we go around the horn yet? No, Enigma. Right?
I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know, man.
Nobody
because,
likes Enigma,
like,
so he
I
doesn't have
really-
a family. That's the story.
But I don't really, we don't really play any like new games. Most of the stuff that I play with like my nephew and my
Hmm.
and my family are like board games.
Yeah.
We don't really. we don't
What's
really
your
play
board
video
game of the
games.
year?
Ooh,
Uh,
that's
I
a
mean, it's-
category I can get behind.
It's not it's
Yeah.
not something that released.
I-
Do you guys know what Pass the Pigs is?
No.
No.
It's it's one of the it's a game that my nephew really enjoys. It's just it's like rolling dice, but the dice are shaped like pigs, and in order to like you draw a card and it tells you like if you know you need a cider and a cider is a pig that's on its side, and then it'll want a trotter, which is a pig that's standing up. So
That's cute.
you have to like roll the
It's cutest
dice.
Shit.
Yeah. And for some reason my nephew loves that shit. Like we bought him that I think last year for Christmas
Yeah.
as a stocking stuffer, and I was telling him, I was like, he's never gonna fucking play that, he's never gonna like that. And he has like he's infatuated with it. Like every time we go over there for family dinner, he's like, Uncle, we need to play Pass the Pigs. Let's go.
I
So,
will.
I mean,
I do want to let you guys know that we are going to be I am adding a topic in here for best new hardware, peripheral, whatever. So like best new thing
So-
that came out this year,
Oh.
just so you guys know.
Yeah, because
The-
you just wanna
the-
you just wanna
Yeah, what's-
fangirl.
The-
I
the
know why
vote-
you added that
I
one.
know why too. It's
so
just like-
the vote for family
I'm a
games,
fig,
I
like,
would
about
say I would agree with it in when it comes down to like Mario, because like if I think about like family video games, like Mario is
What
the
about that
safest,
Minecraft game? Didn't
you
that Minecraft leader game
The
come out?
Legends?
Legends.
No. No, not Minecraft Legend. Minecraft Legends was the Diablo style. The other one.
No.
No, that was Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft
that was
Legends was
Dungeons,
the
yeah.
the
Oh
top
yeah,
down
Legends.
RPG.
Legends.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I wouldn't
Didn't that
really say
come-
that's a family game though. Like you can't really. I don't think you can play in.
Isn't it
co-op.
multiplayer?
Like it is multiplayer, but it's not like co-op. Like you're playing against each other. So
Oh.
like
Well, I mean,
Oh,
but yeah, but I
don't
mean,
know.
I mean
It's- yeah,
the
whatever.
Warcraft Rumble, you don't play with you.
Yeah.
Like I don't play with my kid. He's in my guild and we are like leveling up together and whatever else, but like we are still communicating back and forth and
Well, again, like Minecraft Dungeons, as far as I know, at least I didn't play co-op with anybody. As far as I know, you're like it's like StarCraft. You're one against the other, right?
Mhm.
So like you're battling against each other. It's not like you're in a guild. I think that you can team up and do co-op, but I don't know enough about that. It could be a good one. I'm not sure though. Like I haven't played enough of it to be able to tell that.
I mean, I guess if we're gonna go off how much time I play a game with my kid, Call of Duty should win because of Modern Warfare
Oh,
3.
gosh.
We could
all right.
talk about HOTS where you gave your kid a
No,
lifelong
bro.
lesson of
Hey,
don't
it's
piss
okay,
off
man.
dad.
It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Just read your map, son. Just read your map. All right, let's move on to the next category. This is best fighting. Pretty self-explanatory, right? For the best game design, primarily around head-to-head combat. Street Fighter 6, no shocker there. Took it. I am saddened. I wanted Mortal Kombat to win. In this. So I'll go ahead. Like Mortal Kombat was my choice. That was the best fighter. In my opinion, Mortal Kombat 1. Really, really love watching that game. I don't play it, but I think it's really enjoyable. But I understand Street Fighter 6. Like I get why it won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play enough. I don't play enough fighting games to really know, but like Street Fighter 6 had me with the customizable protagonists. So
Street Fighter 6
I
did a
voted
lot.
Street Fighter 6. Yeah.
I have my vote too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It did a lot. It did a lot. Although I'm with you, Sin, on enjoying the aesthetic, and I like the Mortal Kombat campaigns more. You can't beat the character customization and actually inserting your flavor into a
For sure.
campaign.
I'm just sad for God of Rock though. I think they really did deserve it.
You don't know shit about God of Rock. You don't even know anything about him.
What do you mean? The whole nomination.
I mean, at least they
told
were
you
in
about
here.
it.
Am I wrong? Did Sifu release this year or no?
That was
No,
last
that
year.
was last year.
Was that last
Didn't
year?
it
Okay.
win?
Yeah, I'm
Didn't
pretty sure it
win
won last
year?
year. Yeah, I think it won last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
So-
that would have been my vote if it would have rolled. No, it released this year, 2023, March
No.
28th.
No
2023.
shot.
I'm
Oh, dang
looking at it might be on Steam.
I was
looking at
saying no
Steam.
shot.
yeah,
that-
It,
'cause
it
it
released.
came
It
out
released
I think
Epic Game Store
first.
exclusive. I
Yeah.
think first. Yeah.
One thing I will say, Bill, about Street Fighter and
2022.
Mortal Kombat is that having watched a lot of both, Mortal Kombat, I think has a stronger meta, like where once you get into higher ranks, it's harder and harder to Like you are going to see a lot of
Yeah.
the same matchups. Where I will say that Street Fighter does a very good job of being able to be like any character can be played at a very high
For sure.
level. Whereas Mortal Kombat, you kind of get into a point where there is
It
definitely
was all Barakas, it's all Raidens, and
Yeah.
it's all what's that? The general, not Shao Kahn, but the other guy, Raikou.
Raikou. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's those three. That's all I've been seeing in like top tier
Yeah.
MK play.
So which is sad, but I still enjoy it. I still love that game. So all right, cool. So we are burning through. Did their site die? I think their site died. Nope, there it goes. Nope. We're good. Let me just make sure that we are on the right one. I think the next category is best RPG, correct? All right, best RPG. Once it loads up. All right,
Outside of the obvious.
yeah, for the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massive multiplayer experiences. Baldur's Gate 3 won this category.
Yeah,
sounds like
outside
some
of Baldur's Gate 3, pick another game, guys. Okay,
Oh,
Well, motherfucker.
I mean,
pick
I
another game.
was.
It's
I
obvious.
was. It's obvious. Starfield. Like,
Yo, you.
it's obvious.
Okay. You sure you don't want to say Cyberpunk? Fucking Phantom
I mean,
Liberty?
You know, you're actually right. Never mind. Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, 100%.
Oh man.
Hey, it's better than Starfield. Like,
Yeah. Hell, if I gotta pick another
Uh,
fucking game, holy shit.
yeah.
I mean, if I
Same.
have to pick another game other than Baldur's
Okay,
Gate 3,
if I'm
I would
gonna
go
pick
Sea of
another,
Stars.
if I'm gonna pick another game for best RPG, then I'm gonna go for the King 2.
But
Okay.
I will.
I'd
I
give
will
it to
say
that.
I picked Baldur's Gate 3. Like,
Yeah, I think we all picked Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I mean that was my
Couldn't
choice
pick
until
Baldur's
Bill
Gate,
decided to
yeah.
fucking throw a wrench in the damn
Well, it's
thing.
too
Bill
obvious.
was
We're
like,
running-
"Fuck you."
We're running
can't
through
choose
these
it.
categories too fast. We need
Oh my
content.
God.
I need
Oh my
something to
God.
make clips for.
Okay, here,
All
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3 is the worst game that's ever come out in the last 10 years. I don't know fucking why it's up here. It's a shit game. There, post that.
It's
You
not.
got-
It's
there's
not.
content.
It's not a role playing game. It's a
Um,
game that you roll, not a role playing game.
yeah, okay.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, I got one. You ready?
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, actually, dude, you know
Oh,
what?
shit.
I think we
No,
should
I'll give
talk
it to
about
it.
this. I think we should. Oh,
I
wait, wait. Are you
I'm
saying
surprised
it's not
it's
Baldur's
on
Gate?
there.
So are you taking Baldur's
I'm
Gate 3
not.
out of the answer? Are you taking Baldur's
Well,
Gate?
if we can't pick
Okay,
Baldur's
so not
Gate 3,
okay.
I'm
That's what
giving
I
it
was
to
trying to figure
Hogwarts.
out. Was it
Yeah.
your choice, period,
It-
or if you can't pick Baldur's Gate 3?
If we can't pick Baldur's Gate, I mean,
Okay.
obviously Baldur's
So-
Gate takes the cake, but
Let me ask you this: do you
I'll give it
think
to
that
Hogwarts.
with bringing that, because I wanted to talk about this, Hogwarts was not in any one of these categories, and let's look.
I know I'm
Bef-
surprised.
Here's
actually.
here's what I want to
I'm
say.
not.
I don't want to I want to look at the game without the fucking bullshit controversy crap behind
Yeah, I
J.K.
think that's
Rowling
the
and all
only
that
thing that
crap,
held it
right?
back.
That's why. Yeah, that's
But
why
so
it's not in
that's
the
the-
categories.
So that's bullshit. Like that is
Yeah.
a
It is.
bullshit reason
It
to
is.
not involve a game in its category.
Not just because it's a bullshit reason, but because you're supposed to these people that voted for these, right, are supposed to be unbiased. That's their whole entire thing, is they were supposed to be unbiased judge, you know, an unbiased collection of people that were putting together these nominees. It's clear, it's extremely clear they are anything other than
Right.
they are extremely biased.
Would you?
Am I the only one that thinks that Hogwarts Legacy just wasn't good enough?
Yeah, because
Probably.
that
I
game
mean-
was very good.
I played it.
I think it was
I
deserving to have
did
at least
not
one
like it.
category, much akin to like
I don't-
Starfield, but
I don't know if I'd
thought
fit it
it
into
was
this.
extremely generic, then it was being carried by the Harry Potter franchise. Like I feel like all of the gameplay itself was generic, repetitive, and boring.
Well, you just
That-
described
that's my take
half
on
the
it.
games on this list right here. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it
don't
should fit. I don't think it should fit into RPG personally.
Nah, but
but-
I'm just throwing it out there that while yes, there probably was some politics that went into it being excluded.
Probably.
Benefit of the doubt. I also don't think it was a good enough game to get into some of these categories. It probably should have gotten into some of them, but I don't think it was that good of a game.
if I'm
Just
looking
like
at,
I
think it
understand why
deserved
Final Fantasy 16
nominations.
I know.
only got a soundtrack award.
but I don't think it would have ever had a chance of standing up against some of these other games.
I would argue the fact that they have things like the not the Final Fantasy remake. What's the other remake that was on there?
Resident Evil remake.
Resident Evil?
No. The other one. The one in space. The fucking
Dead Space
Dead
remake.
Space?
Dead Space. Yes, the
For
Dead Space
Atmosphere?
remake. Yeah. Like not just the atmosphere. I'm not saying that it should have been in the atmosphere, but because they have that, like,
Is Dead
I
Space
mean, come
on
on, man.
here?
I mean,
On the
it's in
nominations?
best art
It was in
direction,
one of
isn't
them,
it?
yeah.
I think. Hold on, I'm
Oh,
double
yeah.
checking. No, it wasn't. It wasn't best
Dead
art
Space,
direction.
It
Was it
was
audio?
in best sound
was-
design.
Sound
Sound
design.
design,
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, if I was gonna, so okay, I understand, Bill, where you're coming from. Yes, Harry Potter, the Harry Potter name brought a lot to it, right? One, and even I think just because they were able to tap into that world, right? That there was an existing element, that was an existing world that they could basically just easily go and say, okay, cool, like Hogwarts, we're gonna fucking make Hogwarts, right? We're gonna like make these towns, and I mean, I'm not a huge pothead, or Potterhead. I don't. I mean, I'm not either. I'm not either. But so I get that. But I don't know, man. I mean, the game. I think, like, functionally, the game was good. I think atmospherically, the game was good. I think it was a beautiful looking game. I think
I
that
was gonna say, I think the world was really well crafted.
yeah. I mean, I
enjoyed
think
the aspects of exploring and doing
Yeah.
all like the classes and everything and the
it's like-
secrets and
it's
stuff. Like, I
like-
don't know. I enjoyed all that aspect of
It's
it.
like Starfield. I have the, you and I go back and forth with Starfield. I think that it deserved at least a nomination, whereas you
Yeah.
don't feel like it deserved a nomination. I feel like
Yeah.
it was good enough for it.
And I mean, it's the same thing. Well, with me and Final Fantasy 16, I genuinely think that's in my top 5 games of this year. I understand though why it was not in anything outside of
No.
soundtrack and voice acting.
I would.
it was
I
an
would
RPG.
Say,
It was
I
in
would,
this category.
I
and
would
it
say
shouldn't have
that.
been there.
I would
okay,
say
that's
that it 100% is everything to do with the political aspects
No,
behind.
I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I think we know
That's
that.
the only reason. If it was just a random wizard game and it had nothing to do with Harry Potter and or J.K. Rowling, it would have been on a list someplace. It would have been on one of these nominees.
Well, I think if you take out I think I understand Bill's point, because if you take out Harry Potter, what is that game, right? Because the game obviously relied very heavily on the atmosphere, the
Yeah.
lore, like the whole
But then
ideology behind
if
that.
you take
What is
out
it?
Harry Potter, people will probably just call it a Harry Potter rip.
Well,
Probably,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I
It's-
just
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
I think it could have fit in here in either best art direction. I think it could have fit in best action adventure. It could have fit in just best action game. I think it should have been here somewhere.
been
Like,
Could have been in best adaptation, man. I mean, I know that was more like
What?
video game to TV, but if we were
That's
talking
a
about
very
books,
scientific-
Yeah, I guess.
if we're talking about books, like 100%, I agree with you on that point that books should have been in there.
okay, so Bill, what is yours then? Because you have
That's-
not given us, or are you saying Final Fantasy is yours? Final Fantasy 16?
No, it's not an
No, he gave
RPG.
us-
No,
It's
he
not
gave
an
us.
RPG.
No, I did. Oh my
So
God.
so what is your
God.
pick?
I completely lost it
Oh, so-
after
He already
that
gave
conversation.
it.
Did I? What was it? What did I say?
I thought you already gave it.
I don't
think I
remember.
have.
I
I
don't
think we
remember.
all,
Oh,
we all
it's,
just forgot.
I'm honestly gonna say Honkai. Honkai Star Rail, I think, is a extremely well done turn-based RPG, and I'm genuinely impressed with it by seeing some people play it and giving it a try myself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't argue with it. It is a
Yeah.
very good RPG. Okay, so there you go. All right, best action adventure game. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. The winner of this was Legends of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Scruffy, I will let you go first.
For best action adventure.
Yeah.
Actually, what did I have? Oh, this one I actually had Hogwarts.
Yeah. Okay. Hey.
That's
I mean, good.
Yeah, this one I did actually have Hogwarts because it is literally an action adventure game. You're going around spell slashing and everything on people. I didn't mean to put it twice, but I wasn't anticipating putting it for the last one. Yeah, no, I actually did enjoy that game, so I gave it to this category for that reason. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Enigma.
You guys might think I'm crazy on this one.
If you say
you might-
Cyberpunk,
you
I
might
swear
not.
to fucking God.
No. I mean that is a good one. That is a good one. But I chose Wild Hearts. So
That is an
Interesting
interesting pick. Yeah.
You want to
Yeah,
go in a little bit?
I can't be mad at it.
You want to
you
go
guys
in
enjoyed
depth?
that game for the time.
I had
you
a
played
lot
it.
of fun with Wild Hearts. Like, granted,
Yeah.
of course, it's not doing well now simply because exactly as we foretold and exactly as I said, EA did not support it. You know, but what they did give us on release was, and we talked about it on the podcast. If you guys haven't, you guys can go back and see exactly when we talked about it. We said that it's a competent Monster Hunter game. Like, it really is an extremely competent Monster Hunter competitor. If EA just would have pulled their heads out of their asses and actually done something with it, and if the company that I forget who
It
was the
EA.
developer. No, the actual developer though. I can't remember their name. But if they just would have stopped with the copying
The reskin
of monsters and the reskinning and shit,
Yeah.
like that's the biggest like I'd still be playing it if they would actually have put a little bit of effort into like giving us better challenges rather than just boosting the difficulty and reskinning it as like a flame kimono or a water kimono. I think they put at the end of the lifespan of that game, they added in 2 kimonos that were completely different from the rest of the game. The rest of them, like all the rest of the like 9 or 10 kimonos that they added in, were just reskins and re-elements, different elements. So but it was a competent. I enjoyed the combat. I enjoyed the setting. I enjoyed the kimonos. Some of them were extremely difficult. I actually quite enjoyed the building system with it, which is not something that I usually like in these types of games, right? Like I despise Fortnite and their building bullshit, but this actually seemed like it was kind of the way that they introduced it and the way they implemented it kind of made a little bit of sense, and it made you want to be skilled at both combat as well as crafting those specific contraptions, because it was legitimately impactful when you did it well. So yeah, I went with Wild Hearts.
I get it.
Nice. Yeah.
I understand it. I went with a game that I think a lot of people forgot about. And I really like it. I think it's a really good game. Even though Steam reviews have it as mixed, I enjoyed my time with it and had a blast with it. Ravenbound. I don't know if you guys remember Ravenbound.
Yeah, that was the one with the Pied Piper and all that stuff.
Pied Piper.
Or is that not it?
No,
No,
that's
Ravenbound is
Overwatch.
Ravenbound is the Norse like
Yeah. It's the one where you turn into like a bird.
Yeah, you turn into a bird and like it has like
yes.
like,
Raven's Watch is the one that you're thinking of with
Yeah.
the Pied Piper.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
is also an amazing game.
Was
by the
that
way.
game
Just-
this year?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm going
but
through
it's
Steam.
in early access.
I'm going through
Oh.
Steam and like I'm looking through games and like I'm just forgetting like some of the games that I honestly would have like looking back, I'd be like, oh shit, I forgot about this game. I did play that game. This game did come out this year. Like I would have made that like an RPG game and hope that we have another category that I could fit it in. Like that didn't come out.
Just
there,
make
but-
one, Sin, if you want to
Yeah,
keep
make it-
making
make it-
categories.
bro.
Yeah.
Like
Just make one.
War Tales. Like I've completely forgot about War Tales. War Tales is a fucking phenomenal fucking game. Like but anyway, Ravenbound, a phenomenal action adventure game. It is a it's a roguelike style I don't want to say Dark Souls, but it's got some like Dark Soulsy elements in its open world. You go in, you fight, you continuously level up. It has a card base. It has like kind of like a card based system. They added a bunch of cool little different elements to it. Plays well, functions well. It's a good game. Like honestly, I think it's a really good solid action adventure game.
Can I really quickly just like honorable mention as well for like a secondary?
Sure.
Mhm.
Just off of just doing the same thing that you're doing, like going through and be like, oh yeah. Remnant 2 for me was a really good one too.
I'm actually that didn't make any. I don't think it got on any of these categories.
It got one category. Yes, it did. It got one category. I don't remember.
And it
what
lost
category
Armored
was,
Core. It was action game.
That was it. It was action game. Yeah, but obviously it's gonna lose to Armored Core. Armored Core deserved that, but it was an impressive game. I thought they did a really good job with it. So.
I ruined that game for me, man. I ruined it so hard for me. I need to go back and play it once they put the DLCs out. But
yeah, they did just release a new DLC, which looks really cool. So.
I ruined that game. I was dumb. I played it through on nightmare difficulty, like from like level 1 forward.
Yeah,
ruined it
brutal.
for myself.
Their nightmare difficulty
spoiled it.
Did
and I
Rogue
like hard
Legacy
games,
2?
but
yeah,
they
hard.
really
It's
expect
extremely
you to
hard.
do a normal difficulty to learn the fights before you go into the harder difficulties and to gear up and all that shit. So
for sure.
God damn it, dude! Fuck! Oh my god!
Bro,
Rogue Legacy 2. There's too many dude. Oh, fuck, man. Rogue Legacy 2 by far is the game that I put the most amount of fucking time into. If we're talking about traverse, but I don't. Does that fit as an action adventure game? I mean, it would like.
I mean,
it's a. I mean, you're definitely traversing, and there's
it's categorized as an action adventure RPG.
yeah.
God, dude, there's too many fucking games.
You only get 2 max. God damn it, pick 2.
He gets 2.
If I'm picking.
I mean, I got.
I mean, to be
2,
fair,
so,
I play the most games out of all of everybody on this show, so yes, I get 2. Fuck, dude.
Scruffy.
Yeah,
Scruffy, go.
Go with your game. Scruffy.
I don't even remember. We're on best action game.
Action
or,
adventure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Say
already
Rogue
went
Legacy
then.
2. So, oh yeah, that's right, you did because you
Yeah,
said
I was like,
you said
I thought I
Hogwarts.
already went.
I think everybody went.
No,
Everybody
I,
said everybody.
I haven't went yet.
Oh, go ahead.
Nobody cares about Bill.
go ahead, Bill.
Final Fantasy 16, 100%. This is the category it should have been in outside of best RPG because it's a hack and slash. It's an action adventure game, and I think if it were put into this category, it probably would have won. Who won it?
Zelda. I don't think you
Maybe
beat
not.
Zelda, bro.
No, I don't beat Zelda, but it will have been a little close.
I'm surprised you didn't do RE4. I was expecting RE4 to
I
be
would have
here.
rather that than RE4, honestly, personally. But.
Yeah. No, RE4 is great. I think the Game Awards needs a horror game category, but that's
think
just
so,
me.
too.
Remake and
I mean,
remaster
we can
category
make
too,
a
apparently.
make a horror game category. Let's do it right now. Best horror game. So what are the nominees?
Apparently, it's Alan Wake 2 because it won like half the awards this year.
It did,
It's
yeah.
a really great game. Alan Wake 2 is a really good game.
Well, from what I've played,
That's
Resident Evil
so-
4 is it's my pick. It edges out Dead Space. for
Dude,
me.
mine is that fucking, I don't know the name of the game. I'm sorry, but it's that game that like came and went and it was you had to be quiet. Right? It was an Unreal Engine 5. It was
Wasn't
that
the just,
fish-eyed
like,
game.
Don't Scream or something.
Maybe. I can let me look it up.
Oh
and
yeah,
see.
the one where you just look at the stuff and if you
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't scream. Yeah, don't
yeah,
scream.
that game like
It's early
just came out,
access
too.
though, bro. Nope, it's early access. Can't fucking do it. God damn
Get
it.
out of here with that shit.
Oh my god. Is Lethal Company early access? I'll give it to that.
Yes,
then.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
God
Yeah.
damn
I
it,
can't-
bro.
I swear, I don't care. I will be putting early access games. If these are our lists, then I don't care.
Yeah, okay. If it's our
bro.
category, I think that we can put in fucking early access games. So I'm
Yeah.
putting in Don't Scream. Scruffy, you can have Lethal Company if you
I'm
want to.
putting my because honestly, like half of my list, I have to revamp
It's early
because I
access.
did
But
not
they're
take that into
not
consideration.
released.
I'm saying for games that are our categories, our ones that we choose. Okay, Enigma, what would you do for your horror game? Anything with a little girl in it or a little baby doll?
What?
I don't know. Don't you like not like little girls and baby dolls or some shit?
No, careful what you're saying. now.
Right? I'm like, Jesus
Oh
Christ,
my
bro.
gosh.
Well, like no, like like the what's the ring
Yeah.
girl or
You
whatever
know what you're
else.
saying, like, but others don't.
If we're doing a horror game, what day or what year did Mortuary Assistant release? Was that this year?
I don't think so.
It
Mortuary
was
Assistant.
last year.
It was
Yeah,
last year.
Last
damn.
year.
Damn.
August.
I don't
of
know. I
last
don't
year,
play.
yeah.
I don't play horror games, dude. Like I really don't.
Okay, well, you have to pick something. Just pick Alan Wake 2.
I don't have
then.
to pick anything.
This
If you
isn't
can
even a
pick
real
early access
category.
games, I don't
What
have
about-
to fucking pick anything, sir.
What about Sons of the Forest? That's a horror game.
That's not a
And-
horror
early
game. It's not
access.
fucking scary.
I mean, for some people, it could be.
It's not scary. I don't know. So,
I mean, I would put
whatever.
Subnautica on here.
RE4. Sure, why
There you
not?
go.
Resident
I
Evil
was gonna
4, there
say,
you
I
go.
don't even think you have to choose something. This is not a real category.
Exactly.
It's a real
This is just
category in our
something Steve's
heart.
Like, yeah, let's just put it in there.
Why not? Oh my
I mean,
gosh. So, Bill, would RE4 win your category for that? The
Yeah.
best horror game? Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
man,
shit.
No,
you
it's a
said you needed
remake.
content. I'm just trying to get content and time. Best action.
Yeah.
Best action
Wait, you don't want
game.
my best horror game?
I don't. I thought you said
No,
it was
we don't
Lethal
give a shit
Company.
about yours.
No.
Oh, I
That's not my best horror
said it
game.
was Lethal Company for you. That is absolutely
Yeah.
a horror game.
No, I'm saying that's not my pick.
Oh, sure. What is your pick?
Golly, man.
So
and-
first he's telling me that I have to pick one, and then he's picking yours for you.
yeah.
It's my category. I can do whatever I want with it.
This is Sin's game of the year. It's like no longer do we get a choice. Amnesia: The Bunker. I think I
I thought
haven't
that
actually
launched
played it
last
yet.
year.
Nope, that was another Amnesia game. They did back to back. That was
Oh.
Amnesia.
Those games are
Actually, don't
fucking
remember the
weird,
title of them.
man.
I love them. They're some of my favorites. That was Rebirth last year. But yeah, I have actually yet to play The Bunker, but I plan to. And if I've heard it's actually got overwhelmingly positive reviews at the current moment on Steam. So this might be one of their best Amnesia games in the recent years. So
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna
Yeah,
do
cool.
another new category. Best early access game. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
By the way, a little tangent. You know how we talked about Christopher Judge earlier. You saw him like absolutely destroy Call of Duty.
Yeah, yeah. He said his
Yeah,
speech was
yeah.
longer
What
than the
did he say?
campaign. He said his speech last year was longer than the campaign for
I
Modern
love
Modern
it,
Warfare
dude.
3.
And then he was like, another company I'll never work for.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, best action game for the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat. The winner of this was Armored Core. I'm gonna go ahead and
Hell
give
yeah.
it. Armored Core deserved it. Armored Core
Hell
is the
yeah.
best action game, hands down. So I
It
can.
is action game.
Yeah.
It epitomizes the genre.
I don't think I really have to ask Bill, but I'm assuming that your best
No,
action.
Do you
Bill-
want to pick
Bill-
for him? Sin?
Bill can't choose Armored Core because he made sure that we couldn't choose Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Do you choose another one, Bill?
Liza P then, if that's the case.
Oh man,
Liza P, easy peasy.
I can see Liza
Oh,
P.
goodness.
I can see if Liza P was in
I
there,
can see.
it'd be hard. No. Armored Core is still the fucking.
Yeah.
Wait,
this
wasn't
category.
it in there? I thought.
No,
It,
it
was
was.
an action adventure.
Dead Island-
action-adventure.
Yeah, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner
Which is
2,
weird
Hi-Fi
because
Rush.
I feel like it's more
Hon-
of just an action
honestly,
game than action
This
adventure.
category was basically gift wrapped to Armored Core.
For Armored
Not
Core, yeah.
only because the game is like that good and like that like perfect for the genre, the competition in the category I feel like was like
Dude, the closest competition was
weak.
Hi-Fi Rush.
It was Hi-Fi
in my
for sure.
opinion.
it was weak considering like how stacked all the other categories were.
I would have went with Ghost Runner. I chose Ghost Runner 2. That was my vote. I really enjoyed Ghost Runner 2. I didn't
Well,
play it, but I
Yeah,
enjoyed
those
watching.
three, and
Yeah.
then I feel like Dead Island was a throwaway.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
see,
Dead Island was 100%
See,
throwaway.
that's
Honestly, so was Remnant 2.
Don't-
though, like
don't tell me you're gonna say Dead Island
No.
2 is your game, is your choice, Grumpy.
I feel
It
like
is.
Remnant
It
2 is
is.
misplaced. I feel like Remnant 2 should have been
I'm
action
not
adventure.
gonna lie, it is probably the weakest link.
I do too. Yeah.
But yeah, no,
We're
Dead
having
Island
3
2
conversations happening right now.
was my no, we are.
By the way.
this is hell
Remnant
for
2
people to listen to.
100% should have been in action adventure.
I don't think Ghost Runner should have been in this category. I think Ghost Runner should have been in
What?
the whole fucking calm your robotic knobs, bro. What? It should have been in the traversal one, the one before this, the
Platform?
action
yeah,
adventure.
yeah, the traversal and puzzle solving. Like that's the whole stick of that game. Like I've played probably 3.5 hours of that game at TwitchCon, and talked to the developer, and that game 100% is a
Weren't you
traversal
supposed to be
puzzle.
working at TwitchCon?
Yeah, I was. It was at my booth, bro. It was literally at the fucking the Corsair booth. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It was on one of our PCs. Anyway, I'm not saying it doesn't deserve a fucking nomination. I just think it shouldn't be
Better
in
not.
this category.
You can't see right now, but I'm threatening to slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, whatever.
But I don't know if those other two heard me. Mine was Dead Island 2.
Dead Island 2, yeah.
I know, like I said, it definitely was the weakest link of that group and that bunch. But
which is really sad too, because like
it's
I was
a
really
solid
looking
game though,
forward.
man. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
it's
does it stand up to Dead Island 1 though? Like I don't really think it does.
I think it's
I
better
think it
than Dead
does.
Island 1.
I don't think
I
it
wouldn't
is.
say better, but I think what they didn't have in Dead Island 1, they added a lot of good to what they put in Dead Island 2. I mean, especially even just the grounds being the gore system. That system is beautiful. I mean,
Honest to God, I was thinking about having a category for us, another one that was best game we never finished, and
That would be every game.
Well,
Every
yes.
fucking-
but I was afraid that Baldur's Gate was going to win that category.
Baldur's Gate would be
Yeah, Baldur's Gate
in the
would've
top.
taken that
but
one.
but I
Yeah.
actually would have gone with like Dead Island 2 because that's a game that I really loved, and I get it, man. I don't have anything bad to say about Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
Like,
like I said, I think it was a solid stand-up game, but it out of the action game category, it was the weakest link. So I feel for it. It got
exclusive.
it got put up with the big guns.
you own it, don't you?
Yeah, but because I was gifted it.
It doesn't matter.
that.
You own
I
it.
wasn't-
Shut up. I don't
know.
want to hear
I
about it.
was
think,
gonna
I
buy
don't think
that
he
shit.
was gifted it. I think that
I
was.
was.
He bought it.
No.
Yeah. I don't think.
bought
See,
it.
I actually,
I was
I think-
gifted it.
I think Remnant 2 is the weakest out of this one.
I don't.
I don't. Okay. Well,
Another game we didn't finish.
I don't want to finish. I have no desire to go play that game. I hate that you gifted that game to me. If I could refund it for you, I would. I have no desire to play that game whatsoever. I don't
Damn.
know.
I think it was pretty good.
Damn.
I don't know, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like you played
Damn.
like 2 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's not anything. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know
you
what.
literally got into the introductory fucking phase. And then
No,
like,
I
hate
didn't.
this
I
game.
no, I didn't. I played through like the first couple of missions or whatever else in that game. I didn't enjoy it. I just didn't like it. I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't think they actually took anything from Remnant 1 and made it better, in my opinion. And the biggest thing that I really wanted them to do, they chose not to do. Like they didn't randomize the fucking loot drops. They didn't randomize the things that it's not even just like the majority of the community was saying like, hey, like add this element, and you just chose to ignore it. Like I don't know. I just whatever. I don't think.
Damn.
Okay,
Fuck Remnant.
that's how
2.
you really feel.
I mean,
Okay.
look, it's my goal every show to piss off at least one gaming community. And so right now I've gone through Destiny. I fucking did HOTS last week. Remnant 2, you guys can come after me. Fuck that. I don't know. It's not that good of a game.
You're
Anyway.
breaking Celia's heart right now.
I'm with you, Bill. I'm with you, Bill. I think it
breaking my
deserved
heart.
to either be in the last one or this one, but it definitely was. It definitely was overshadowed by. Arkham.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah. All right. Best VR AR for the best game experience playable in virtual reality or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. The winner of this was Resident Evil Village VR mode. I disagree.
VR.
Because it's a remake.
No. I don't think it did. I mean, I think it was
I don't really call
good.
that a remake.
Yeah,
It's
I don't.
an adaptation, maybe. But
I mean, I think it was good. No, it's literally the fucking game just in VR mode. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
adapted to VR.
I getting my so there's a quest called Invasion. I think it's called Invasion Protocol, if I'm not mistaken, on the Quest 3 that you get. And it's an AR game. And it's one of those games, like, since having the MetaQuest 3, I use that as like, look at what VR has become. Because like when VR first came out, it was the paint, right? I would bring people into that paint fucking brush thing on Steam, and have them do that, right? Or tilt brush, I think is what it was called. With the Quest 2, it was like Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners was like, but I use this now. It's like I said, it's Invasion Protocol, I think is the name of the game. If I'm not mistaken, I'll look it up here while you guys are talking about yours. But it uses your surroundings. It goes into AR, and like the aliens bust through your walls, and like you have to like go like where I have it, I have like furniture, and like I have to go behind my furniture to grab the aliens and
I've
like
seen
put
that.
put them into like their buckets, stuff like that. Again, nothing crazy, like it's not anything over the fucking top, right? But it's just it does a very, very good job of displaying what VR and AR can be with it. And
Or was it aliens? I saw something. I thought it was zombies or something where somebody in augmented reality did their house where they actually put up like places where zombies could invade, and it was like them in their living room.
Yeah, so
defending it from like zombies or something. It was cool.
There is I don't know about a zombie game. There is a one that is called Breachers, I think is it. Nope, that's not it. Where is God dang it. I'm trying to look at there's one that like you actually use the layout of your house and you have to like sneak around and like you have to actually like go downstairs and like they'll have like a virtual like terrorist right there and like you have to like go up and like steal something from behind them or like kill them or whatever else. Like it's that's also very, very, very good. I'm trying to find the VR game that I'm talking about. I will move on to Enigma because I know that you play quite a bit of VR as well.
I haven't played any VR this year. I don't know what you're talking about.
You play VR for fuck's sake.
I mean I have played VR in the past, but I haven't touched it this year. I literally have. The only one that I can say is like Synapse looked pretty good. I don't know if it was any good, but it looked pretty cool. I personally voted for Resident Evil Village VR because I watched a couple of people play it and they said it was pretty. I think I said this on the last podcast as well. Like the people were saying it's like a 1-to-1. Like it's a direct.
It is. I mean, it is.
Like
it
they did
is
a really good job with porting it to the VR headset. So I gave it to Resident Evil Village.
Gruffy, you're talking about Drop Dead the Cabin. Is the name of that game.
Oh. Yeah.
It's called Drop Dead the Cabin. I also forgot about Demio, the new versus mode that came out. The Demio PvP is also really good.
I didn't know they came out with a PvP. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah. And it's really good as well.
I guess I'll go real fast because mine's not much either, but I also just gave it to Village. Just out of the games, I think they did their VR adaptation the best. And plus, of course, you got what's her name, Madam something.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Lady Dimitrescu, yeah, and seeing her in full VR glory. I mean, how can you not, right? I mean, it's obvious.
All right.
Yeah,
that's
Bill. What about yours?
I liked Village as well. Synapse was a close second,
No,
though.
you know
I genuinely think Synapse is pretty damn cool.
Horizon did some pretty cool VR.
Dude,
stuff.
Horizon is really good too.
Yeah, and I'm not even a Horizon fan in the slightest, but I think what they did with VR was pretty neat. So I give them some credit.
I'm still looking up this fucking game. I want to get the name proper.
Anyways,
for you guys.
what's the next category?
God, hold on. I just found it. First Encounters.
Category games that Sin can't remember.
I was way off the name. It's First Encounters. Alien Invasion. It's Invasion Protocol is something different. It is First Encounter. That is the game that I'm talking. The AR game. All right, best mobile game. Best game played on a mobile device. The winner for this one was Honkai Star Rail. Warcraft Rumble for me. Honkai was a close fucking second, but I have fucking that in Marvel Snap. But I think Marvel Snap lost last year.
You voted for World of Warcraft Rumble or whatever over Honkai.
That game is fucking amazing. That game is fucking amazing. Yes, as a mobile game.
How much money? How much money have you put into it?
Yeah.
Maybe like $30 total. Like I put more money into Honkai than I have put into that. I'm gonna get heat. I don't consider Honkai Star Rail a mobile game, just like I didn't consider Genshin a mobile game. Yes, it can be played on a mobile platform. Yes, I understand it. I understand how people like it can be categorized. That I don't look at it as a mobile-esque game. I think it is. It stands on its own as a full AAA.
It can be categorized. It is categorized.
Yeah, sure.
It's a
I-
mobile game.
right, but
If anything, I'd categorize it as a mobile game that happens to be on PC.
I-
PC game, yeah.
primarily play. Yeah, but I primarily played Honkai on PC and my Steam Deck. I didn't play
Okay.
on my phone.
Are you the majority?
Like no, but I'm just saying like as a like Warcraft Rumble is
Yeah,
the
what-
only is
what
a
was it
game
that
I
you
can
said
only
about the
play.
minority earlier.
I'm just explaining what my thought is as far as like why I'm not saying it's not a mobile
Mm-mm.
game. I'm just saying I don't see it as a mobile game per se. Where like Warcraft Rumble is only playable on mobile. You cannot play like unless you're gonna do some like
Android specifically.
no, it's I thought it's Apple. It's on Apple,
It is
isn't it?
not on iOS according to their
Wait,
spreadsheet.
Whoa,
do you
I
have
don't.
Android Sin?
Oh, it is on the App Store. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm a big
wait,
Phil-
I was just
I'm a
saying.
big stinky
I
liar.
was like, that's not true at all. I'm looking at the fucking thing right now. It's Apple and Android. Yes, I do have an Android. Why would that be a
Yeah.
question?
Okay.
Anyway, so Warcraft Rumble for me. Who wants to take
Yeah.
the next?
I'm
Go ahead.
surprised it's not Marvel Snap.
I don't. Did
Yeah, that
Marvel,
was last
Marvel
year.
Snap
Yeah.
lost last year?
That was last year.
Was it last year? Damn.
Yeah.
Time
I don't
flies.
remember.
Yeah.
I picked Honkai Star Rail because it's the superior out of all of those, including Warcraft Rumble. You're crazy.
You've never even
Get
played
outta here.
Warcraft Rumble. Shut the fuck up,
Wait, did
Bill. What do you got?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Okay, sure.
Nah, Honkai for real though.
Okay, if you can't pick Hawkeye, then
Wait.
pick something else.
Get outta here, Bill.
I've the only other one I've played is Dislight, and that was last year. So
Troy doesn't play games. He eats bran flakes and is fucking old as shit. He's the oldest soul
yeah.
here.
It's true. I didn't have a game for mobile, so I just gave it to Honkai.
God. Okay.
I thought Tower of Fantasy was this year. Was that really?
it was last year too. It was garbage.
Oh, it was the very end of
Dude,
2021.
that was
actually.
I would have to slap you. I'd have to drive to
It was
Ohio
too.
and slap the shit out of you if you gave it to fucking Tower of Fantasy. That game was
I was just trying to think of a mobile
trash.
game that I actually played, and yeah, no, I haven't played any of.
I
them.
really
you know what,
wanted-
you know, screw it. I'm gonna give it to Hello Kitty Adventure because that's what got my vote. Hands down, best mobile game.
give me one thing, one detail about Hello Kitty Island Adventure right now.
He's got a kitty cat. Her name is
don't-
Hello Kitty.
No.
She goes on an adventure.
Yeah, no.
Yep. Actually, best action adventure game in my books too.
Has anybody played Monster Hunter now? Because I have heard like good and
No.
bad, and
Wasn't
I really
that
want
another
to.
AR game?
That's a
Yeah.
it's like Go. It's like Pokemon Go.
It's like
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
I never played it.
I need to download it.
I got a buddy that plays it. I don't know. I'll have to ask him about
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
what
wish
you think
Final
I'd
Fantasy
I've not
Good.
heard great things on it, but
I wish Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis would have been better.
I didn't even know that was a game.
Yeah,
Like-
it's mobile Final Fantasy VII stuff and things.
Is that just them trying to like legitimately just cash grab
No,
somewhere?
it's a gotcha game with the Final Fantasy VII universe. So
I've seen people play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another gotcha game.
All right. Best debut indie game. For the best game created by a new independent studio. Didn't they wait, hold on. Did they remove Dave the Diver?
no, I
No,
thought
that's
so too.
independent.
This is a different this is a different category.
Oh, okay.
I thought so too. I was like, they 100% did.
Cocoon was the winner here. Enigma, I will let you go first.
I picked Dredge. I think Dredge really deserved it. Not saying that Cocoon wasn't a great game because I've heard really good things about it, and I'm not saying that Pizza Tower wasn't great. I've also heard really good things about Venba and Viewfinder. But my pick was Dredge. I thought that like I liked the aesthetics. I liked the art style. I liked the music design, everything like that. I thought it was a really good Team 17 title. So I picked Dredge. Cocoon was a close second for me though. So
What do we consider an indie game?
independent game means an indie dev, not.
I don't know what the
I think
cutoff is.
I think the
but
whole I think the whole thing was an independent developer that has not been so like Dave the Diver, right? It's
Would
been
we
They're funded
backed
by
by
a-
a AAA company, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
and
so-
any indie dev that is not being backed by like a AAA dev, pretty much, or a like Sony or Microsoft or one of the like Nexon shit.
Do we consider Shiro Games, the people that developed War Tales, as an indie developer?
Yeah.
Okay, then I
I
give it to
don't
that.
know. I've never heard of them.
Like they've done Dune Spice Wars, they've done Northgard, Evo Land. I don't know what the hell that is, and Evo Land 2.
I don't know most of those, so yeah, they sound pretty indie.
Awesome, cool. War Tales takes the
you go.
category from me on that one. It's a great fucking game, man. Especially if you like D&D, if you like RPGs, if you like, it's got co-op, it's got multiplayer, decision makings, it's got a little bit of survival-esque to it where you have to like manage your party, like health and food and all that kind of stuff. Really good. So War Tales is mine. Bill, what you got?
Now, is this independent game? Like, which category is this? Because the
Best
two
best
confuse the hell out.
debut indie game. I don't. It's best debut game created.
Debut indie game.
So I think they're saying it can't be like Rogue Legacy 2
Wouldn't that
because it
well
wouldn't.
wouldn't debut be like their first game
No.
for that development company?
I don't-
It's the first game for that studio. Is what the
Yeah.
category is.
Oh, see, I
Like
didn't.
indie
So,
studios debut game.
Shiro Games would not work in this
Or
in this
yeah.
context.
Fucker.
War Tales
Motherfucker.
wouldn't.
War
Well,
Tales, yeah.
Okay, well then.
You could do that for best
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
indie game.
All right, I have to rethink mine then. Go, Bill. Go ahead.
Oh, I have no clue. I was not prepared for this category. I forgot it existed. Honestly.
Yeah, so did I kind of honestly.
Oh, you know what? Is this game?
You know
Fuck,
what?
It's not. It's
I
still in
mean,
early access, bro. God
I
damn
don't
it.
care what y'all say. I'm putting an early access game. Yeah. And
Unacceptable.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing BattleBit. I gotta show some love to BattleBit. The remaster as it is, I don't care.
It's not a debut.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh,
If it's a remaster,
it's a
not a
remaster of a
debut.
game. Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Switching it. Because it was gonna be my next one anyways. Lethal Company. They're getting debut. Because there's literally
I
one.
can vibe with that actually. I
There's
can fuck with
literally-
that.
It's one like 20-year-old kid who made this game. I heard he was like a former Roblox dev, and he just came out with this game out of nowhere, and boom, Lethal Company dropped. It's a banger of a game. It's a lot of fun. If you don't know about it, get on it.
Damn it!
That's my
I want to
pick.
give it to Core Keeper, but they launched a game fucking back in 2020.
So
Dicks.
So,
just delete it. Just tell them
I
to
got-
delete it. Be like,
I got some bad news for you.
gonna s-
Zeeker's made more games before he made Lethal
on
Company.
Roblox,
No.
did he
Uh,
release them?
Steals Dead Cedar, The Upturned before nailing it with Lethal Company.
No way. I
You just crushed his heart, man. Why did you do that? Like, why did you
I
do
don't know
that?
if those are I
Then-
don't know
then
if
you-
those are Roblox or not, but I'm pretty sure that they're not because it says after his
Then no,
Roblox stuff.
I don't know what we have for debut games.
That's the biggest problem with the debut game is like
I don't-
it's just like it's a weird one, man.
I would,
But yeah,
I-
yeah. If you look at that developer
I
Zeekers,
see it. No, I see it now.
Upturned,
Yeah, I
It
see
Steals, Dead Cedar, Welcome to a Dark Place.
all these random games that
So.
he's made. Making games. He's getting positive reviews on them. Overwhelmingly on a lot of them.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, bud.
No, I'm just sorry. I don't have anything then.
All right, we're-
I'm peeing in his what's the cereal that you like to bran flakes peeing in his
Flakes.
bran.
Yeah.
pissing in his
Get your
bran
piss-
flakes.
Get your piss out
All
of
right,
my
well,
bran flakes.
since we're just picking companies that have made other games, I'm giving it to Returnal. I'm just gonna do a game that came out 2021, but it came out 2023 on PC, and Housemarque Studios has not made that many games.
I mean, I guess I'd give it to Pizza Tower then. Pizza Tower is pretty dope.
I've got it based on this category.
Action-
I
no,
get
I'm
it.
just kidding.
I'm trying
That
to
way- if it wasn't, then you're gonna have to take that up with the Game Awards themselves.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna have.
Actually,
What's your choice, Enigma?
Yeah, what do
I
you? What
said
do you
my
got?
choice, Dredge.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
screw you. You're taking the easy route. You know it's debut because it's on there.
No, I picked Dredge before I even play. I picked Dredge for the next one too. I think Dredge is a great game.
I am gonna go with Soul
I
Stone
forgot this was
Survivors.
even-
Soulstone Survivors. Because I don't want to take. I'm not gonna take the easy road out because I do really like Cocoon. It's actually a really good game. But Soulstone Survivors, really good game. They took a lot of things from the Vampire Survivors genre, and Vampire Survivors did not. It launched last year.
Soulstone Survivors launched last year.
No, Soulstone Survivors launched this year.
It's November 7th, 2022.
That was when it went to early access. That's when it. But
it's still in early
God
access.
damn it! No, fuck. All right, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna take the easy way out. Then I'm going Cocoon. It's Cocoon. Cocoon wins.
Oh my gosh.
I'm done with this category. This category's pissed me off, bro. Great. I appreciate Enigma.
I'm
You know
that
what?
guy in the
The one,
background. Actually,
the one
seriously.
category that I love more than
Reason one
anything being
favorite.
indie games, and you've ruined them for me, asshole.
It had to be debut. Why?
yeah, debut. That's it. You got to be
Yeah.
technical about it.
All right, Bill, do you have your debut game? And I'm gonna mute Enigma so you can. I'm gonna deafen him actually, so he can't hear it. Just announce it.
Uh,
The debut indie game.
Yes.
I'm just going with Dredge. I couldn't.
Okay.
I didn't have enough
Good
time
choice,
to figure it
Bill.
out.
Good choice.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well,
Cthulhu has my soul.
Cthulhu has his soul.
all right. Best independent game, Enigma. So shut the fuck up. We can choose whatever we want.
There you go. Now you can choose
For
whatever you want to.
outstanding,
As long-
creative, and
as
technical
long as it's not
achievement,
early access and released in 2023.
and a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. Hey, look, David Diver's still here. I did not win.
Yeah.
Sea of Stars won. Congrats to Sea
I'm
of Stars.
glad it
honestly.
didn't win, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly.
Congrats to Sea of Stars.
I was honestly really thinking that Dredge was gonna win, but like I voted for Dredge originally, but like seeing the Sea of Stars won, I'm actually changing my vote to Sea of Stars because that was one of the ones that I wanted to win in the first place. I think that Sea of Stars did a really good job. Sabotage Studios did a phenomenal job with that fucking game.
So I'm gonna give it to War Tales. I've been trying to give War Tales a fucking category in a game, and Enigma keeps shooting me
No.
down. So I'm giving it to War Tales. All right, Bill, what you got?
Sea of Stars as well.
Yeah.
Sea of Stars handedly won this category, in my opinion.
All right. My time has finally come.
You gonna say Lethal Company?
Brotato.
Bro, no
Potato.
way, no shot.
I'm not
Why?
even joking, man.
Why?
Uh,
Wait,
Because it
All right.
qualifies. You know, if you guys want a game
down
that
for it.
qualifies, it's not early access. It came out this year, and it is made by Blobfish, who has only made one other game.
I'm down for it, bro. I'm down. I'm down for
Bro-
Brotato.
and
what the
all
hell is
memes
Brotato,
aside,
bro?
You know Brotato. All memes aside, Brotato
I
is
literally
another
don't.
vampire. You know it. It's a Vampire Survivors game type style game. I've shown you it before. If you,
You
don't
are
remember, then
literally
you don't
like,
love
yeah, I
me.
understand why you sat at my kid's table because you are literally my kid. I'm telling you, I don't know what the fuck it is, and you're
I
telling me you do
legit
know it.
I said it at the kids' table
Damn
probably
it.
because you're acting like my parents. You forget everything I tell you. after 10
Oh my
seconds.
god, it's because everything you say is nonsense. What the fuck
Oh
are you
my
talking about?
gosh.
I've never heard of Brotato before, dude.
It's a Vampire Survivors type game, except you're this little like potato dude, and it literally it's a Vampire Survivors clone. There's
Sounds
nothing else to
stupid.
say.
Just kidding.
It's actually not. You'd actually probably enjoy it a lot.
You,
So.
you young whippersnappers over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, bro. Tato.
So I changed my mind. We can do early access if I can choose Death Must Die for this.
Oh my god, no. No.
No, because I just
No.
chose a game that isn't early access. No, I don't care. I probably have more on here anyways.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Bill, what you
Brotato.
got, man? What is your best indie game? You can't say Armored Core.
I said.
Yeah, he went.
Oh, you
said-
went?
I said, yeah, the
Sea of
Sea of
Stars.
Stars.
He
Sea of
can't
Stars,
remember
okay.
anything, man. He's the mind of a goldfish.
It's because I'm not.
I-
It's because we're not
I've
going in
already
any.
moved on from
any
this category. I'm in the future. You're in the past.
we're not. We
Yeah,
haven't.
no.
It's because we can't. I'm not going in any sustainable order. I'm just fucking picking names randomly as I look up and see them. All right. Enigma, did
Probably
you
going
go?
in
Did
order
you?
then.
Did you go?
I
Did you
did
give
go.
yours?
I
Okay.
said Sea
cool.
of Stars.
Okay,
yes,
cool. I
we
just want to
all
make sure.
went.
All right. Okay. Just want to make sure.
Oh
well-
my gosh.
All right. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusiveness, and social media activity or game updates and patches. Baldur's Gate 3 won this category.
No.
Um,
I was really confused about this one. I don't like. I get
apparently
the
because
Baldur's Gate.
Cyberpunk should have been the one that fucking won this one
No.
and not the goddamn
No.
ongoing game.
No, I'm just saying, but Baldur's Gate 3, it was a weird one for because they've only released like 2 updates.
No, they
Like,
haven't.
2 major patches.
I get
2 major patches. They've
Two
only
major
released 2 major patches.
Like they've done a bunch of patches. Yeah. but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know either, because like, I guess they probably like listened to the community and stuff. But
If
just-
anything, I think that No Man's Sky should have won this one.
I was gonna
over
say No
Baldur's Gate 3.
Man's even had my
Or-
vote for this one,
or even
and
Final
then
Fantasy 14.
I don't know. I don't know. Cyberpunk or No Man's was definitely what I thought had this one.
I'm gonna give
I
it
guess
to
Baldur's Gate just
I'm gonna give it to something that y'all are really gonna fucking hate.
what?
World of Warcraft.
Say it.
World of Warcraft.
Warcraft.
Yeah. World of
Is it,
Warcraft, man. They wanted dude, they saw that the hardcore was popular. They stole it. I'm not gonna I'm not
Okay.
proving their I'm not proving their methods. I'm just saying they saw that it was popular, they stole it. They saw that Ascension was popular, they stole it. And
So-
it's So.
Transparency and responsiveness
uh-huh.
and World of Warcraft don't
Yeah.
go together.
What? Yeah, they do. They respond. They were
No.
they transparently stole a game that the
Yeah.
community was very responsive to. So
That's
World of Warcraft.
your
You know what?
opinion. I
It
don't
sounds
know
like they
about
stole
that.
is my money. I subbed for that shit.
hey man, you played the wrong class. Dude. We all told you not to play fucking Warrior. And what did you do? You played Warrior. That's on you.
No one told me shit.
We all told you that.
I literally told you don't play Warrior.
No one told me that.
We
I
did.
will go back and quote it.
Phil, what do you got, buddy?
I voted No Man's Sky. Bill.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like this category is legitimately created solely for these two? I feel like Final Fantasy 14, No Man's Sky are the only ones that ever win this. I don't like BG3 obviously won it this year, but I think this is a weird category as to why it won.
I still don't get why it won, honestly.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I really
we'll-
do
we'll
think
go with
this
it.
year 2077 deserved it.
I do too. Yeah.
Out of because like you said,
Community
like,
support, yeah, I could see 2077 getting it.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my vote. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cyberpunk and fuck you guys.
We
Except for
started
Scruffy.
We're
we
agreeing with you on this
we
one.
legitimately started this category by saying this is the one that Cyberpunk should have done and should have won.
Except for
Oh my
Scruffy,
God.
the rest of y'all can fuck up.
Okay, Jesus Christ,
yeah,
dude, you
and if that didn't, yeah, my vote was also
says the
Cyberpunk,
shill.
So
All right, yes, let's go. Ding ding, ring the fucking bell. Let's get in the ring, Bill. Come on, buddy. Me and you versus
So
versus
tired.
this asshole. All right, best ongoing awarded to a game for
Assholes, sir.
outsing. Who? That's like a
Scruffy.
fucking owl. Who?
Scruffy agrees with me.
Bro, Scruffy.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
you okay? Best ongoing, best ongoing game award to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that involves the player experience over time.
That evolves. Evolves.
Okay, Pops evolves the player experience over time. So Cyberpunk 2077 won this category. It's a load of dog shit.
That entire description describes exactly what the DLC and the free updates did for Cyberpunk 2077. They were an outstanding development. People said that it was a great content, like the free content updates that they gave and the DLC were both touted as some of the best DLC or some of the best releases for Cyberpunk. Right?
How do you
Ongoing content that evolves the player's experience over time. It literally did.
So then
just
any game with
that.
any game with DLC, then it is considered is
I'm not
considered
just
an
talking
ongoing
about
game.
the DLC. I'm also talking about the free content updates.
The
that they
free
did.
content
which they
updates
did several.
were to fix the fucking disaster of a dumpster
Yes,
fire game that they launched.
Evolving the player's
That's not evolving.
experience.
That's not evolving. That's not evolving. That is fixing.
I mean,
isn't
evolving,
to fix,
fixing.
evolve?
Do what?
Isn't to evolve just to like? Isn't to fix just evolve?
They took
Like,
they took their
that's-
player
So
base's
then in this category, in this case,
and
we should
changed
let.
it over time.
Then in this case, if I'm a developer, I'm going to release every single one of my games as hot fucking garbage, and then I'm just going to
That's
fix
pretty
the
much
game
nowadays
and drop a
anyway, so
yeah,
DLC
I was about
and
to say,
that's pretty
that's-
accurate.
so that I can get
pretty
awarded a
accurate, yeah.
category. Because to me personally, for them to have beaten out even just the people in this category solely of Final Fantasy 14, of Fortnite, of Genshin Impact, and
I
Apex
mean,
Legends. Apex Legends being the weaker of all of them.
Let's again. I tried to dig into this a little bit with you guys when I was talking to you on my live stream.
Sorry,
right?
I was taking
Let's
a
dig in-
Cyberpunk.
let's dig into the rest of these, right? Final Fantasy 14 released an expansion, which you've already stated is not content that you should be rewarding, right?
That's
No, we're saying that you shouldn't be rewarding
Fortnite,
somebody fixing a game and labeling it as a pivotal update.
Fortnite released content that they stole from other projects and other games. So we should be rewarding them for stealing ideas from other games. I guess WoW should be in here then in that case then, right? Genshin Impact itself again released a DLC. Apex Legends released released patches that did what? They did minor patches in a couple of what's it called?
They did
what's the
in-game
word I'm
events and
looking for?
stuff like that.
In-game events and what's the word I'm looking for? Like where they cooperate with other I'm blanking on it.
Crossovers?
But they did crossovers with other people. So okay.
So just so you know, first off, Genshin Impact released 5 characters, 2 content updates, a DLC, and minor patches throughout 2023. So you're not right there, right? That did not happen. I'm legitimately looking at Genshin Impact
they released
website.
They released the DLC. So
they released
that doesn't count.
5 characters, 2. No one said DLC.
That's
DLC does not count.
You've told me.
No, I am saying
that fixing your game in post should not be rewarded for a Game of the Year award.
This isn't a Game of the Year. This is a nomination for a category of best ongoing.
At the Game of the Year, just come on now. Don't be that way. You know what we're getting at.
I will see Final Fantasy 14 and saying like that they released an expansion, but they also released raids. You know, I think that
they released raid and then
raid
dungeons.
Okay, sure. So
don't try and argue with me.
I will see Final
time.
Fantasy 14 to you, but I don't think that in my to sit here and say that a game that comes out completely and you argued No Man's Sky during your show you talked about No Man's Sky shouldn't be on there. 1, it's not on this list. 2, I don't agree that No Man's Sky shouldn't have won if they did the year after or whatever they fix their shit, because that's not an ongoing. That is you fixing the fucked up development and doing right by your consumers, right? Like doing right by your consumers and fixing the fucking game.
It's ongoing content, which is the entire idea behind the fucking category.
That's not
because
ongoing content.
Because it's them. Just because they fixed some things, they still did other stuff other than fixing their fuck ups.
By your standards,
still added in free content. They still added in the DLC itself, which was ongoing content.
That by your standards, that means that as a whole, if I take this outside of video games and talk about a home builder, that somebody should go, I could build somebody half a fucking house, and then in the same year, as long as and then I give it to them, and in the same year, I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me actually put a roof and fucking 4 walls on it, and then I'm gonna win best home developer or best home whatever builder for 2023 because that's what I did. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna give you an added give you an attic because that was the content that you should have gotten. Like, no, fuck that, dude. Like they launched a dumpster fire of a game, they fixed it, and then they launched a DLC for the game. But what do you mean for free? No, it wasn't for free. It was at the fucking cost of the players.
Patch was free.
The content patches were all
fuck
free.
Off, dude. There's no shot.
The free update
to fix the
$60-$70 game was completely free. And I'm not saying that it shouldn't have been. I never once said that it shouldn't have been, but it is ongoing content.
That's not that. That's
in between them fixing all of the content that was not in the game. They also added in new content.
Though, like that's the biggest thing I have an issue with.
I never said that it was
category.
I never said that it wasn't shitty development. I'm just stating that it is ongoing content. There was ongoing content other than the fixes that they did to change the fucking game.
Go ahead, Bill, because I got a point to add to this as well.
I don't like bad development practices being rewarded, and while the Edge Runners update was good, I don't see this as them rewarding them for fixing their game. I see this as them rewarding them for the free content updates that they added to everybody. Not only that, on top of that, the upgrades that they did for PlayStation 5 and I think the free
Xbox
update
were both free.
It's all free because it should have been there at launch.
Like
They
yeah,
would have
The
been
free
lambasted
upgrade,
if
the
they
free
had.
upgrade to the newest versions, like the PS5, should have been there at launch.
the it was
What are you-
yeah, yes,
the PS5 upgrade?
The next gen upgrade should have
The
been.
Yeah,
game-
because Last of Us is the only one that's charging for a next gen upgrade. Every other game that's done a next gen upgrade has been free.
And on top of that, to
Okay.
answer your question,
And
yes,
it
because
was.
the game was so bad that PlayStation pulled it. Like I don't like so yes, it should have been in the game at launch. Like
I
it,
don't know what to
you
tell you
you
guys.
like you can't like in this in your methodology also then that means that Call of Duty should be in here every
And
fucking
Diablo
time.
4 is going to win this award next year.
Yeah. So like I'm not arguing. Like it's that's it. To say that you have a shitty game, you make it better, and really the only content that was given that could classify as not being fixing their shit was the very, 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 very last piece of content that we got right before the fucking
The Edge Runners update too.
The
the game came out.
gigantic fucking update right before the DLC came out that was free as well. Yeah,
That's
100%.
but that's
Yeah.
not again.
that
And
completely changed the game and how it
I
played. Yeah.
guarantee. I
yeah,
guarantee.
100%.
But it was the way the game was originally,
No,
like, advertised
no,
to
the
play.
way that the game, the complete release.
and they still
lot
never
of that
added the
stuff-
multiplayer. It's still
Nope,
false
that was gone.
promises.
Fellas,
If,
I don't
if
think
you
we're
thought
getting
that the
anywhere.
multiplayer
I'm
was
just
going to be
saying.
there to begin with, that was on you.
They
and
said
I
it
never
was,
thought
and
that it was going to be regardless.
well,
Yeah, but they
shouldn't have said
promised it.
then.
They said
I
it.
Do you
agree.
guys want to know what my vote is?
You're not telling me anything that I'm not agreeing with.
No,
you. Yeah,
Scruffy.
it was a
Because-
shitty practice. It
'cause
was a
my
shitty
vote,
practice for them to
was
bring out
Fortnite.
something and in a fucking broken state, right? 100%. It was a shitty practice, but I do believe that yes, they do deserve a reward for the content that they brought out later on this year. The free content update that changed the entire game, how the game played, the DLC, regardless if you like the fact that it's a DLC or not, it's still ongoing fucking
I don't-
content.
I don't care about the fact that it's a DLC personally. Like,
Well, I don't
that-
know why you're arguing with me on that.
He's
I'm
he's not
arguing
he's not
that
arguing that
the
point. I'm
updates
arguing
don't-
that point.
The updates don't count on that
Okay,
regard.
then the DLC. The DLC is ongoing content.
But it's not that like it's on in all of these
Then
these
again,
games.
If you're going to say that, then we can no longer put anything that does DLC. So again, Final Fantasy would be out of there completely. Fortnite technically would be out of there because don't they
No,
call
it's
their
not. No.
seasons like DLCs or whatever the
No,
fuck it's
no,
called?
because that is it. If Cyberpunk would have
That's a-
given
Genshin
that's a
Impact
live
would be out of
service
there because
game.
That's-
DLC is
if-
gone.
that's not no. You see, I don't think I don't include DLC because one, there's here's two issues with it, and we have had this argument before on the last
Yeah.
one. There is no. You sat and said that the DLC is considered a game. Well, you can either consider it a DLC, which is content for the existing game, or a game itself. Because considering that it shouldn't, that saying that it should be in a category,
I considered it that was a game because of how large it was.
But you you don't get to do that. You don't get to say it's a game and then also
I mean,
get to
I
say
can
it's,
do
it's
whatever the fuck I
content.
want to.
Well,
It's
yeah,
my
you can.
vote.
I mean, you want to go jump out of a bridge, you can go jump off a
I can
bridge.
do whatever the fuck
But
I
also
want to.
too,
You made
I
up
still
four different
think I
categories.
still think that on this thing alone, you can say Final Fantasy, take the expansion out of it, and you still got a raid, you still got updates, you still got
No, you
they-
don't
they
because
gave
if you
you
don't have the DLC, you don't have anything.
yes, you do. They still it's a live service game. It's an
No,
it's
you
an
don't.
MMO. It's an
If
on.
you don't have the DLC,
Okay.
they stop development
Okay.
of anything after
They-
the DLC.
If the DLC didn't come out this year and it was coming out next year, you're gonna tell me that Final Fantasy 14 would have not had any content this year?
Yes.
No.
There's
not the
huge
case.
issues with Final Fantasy 14 having content droughts
Well,
every fucking year.
I'm not saying that there's not
Even-
droughts.
even-
I'm just saying
even
there is still
before-
content.
No, there's not. That's why it's a content drought.
No.
Oh my
Sorry,
god,
bud.
dude. You are
Sorry.
a fucking moron sometimes. You know that?
You can call me whatever you want, but at the same time,
There's a reason why it's called a content
you
drought. Do you
had
know what a drought is?
multiple people going in and telling you that it should not have won that
Do you,
category.
do you
So,
know what a drought is?
Yeah, I know what a drought is, but I also know what an ongoing game is.
Do you
So-
know what a drought is though?
Yeah.
Do I need to describe what the description of that is? Or no?
Yeah, no,
'Cause
sure.
a
no.
content drought
I
is
know,
just a
I know what
drying up
I
of
know what a
content.
drought is, but at least I know what an ongoing game is. So games for impact, for thought-provoking game with a pro social meaning or message.
I have no clue what this category is supposed to get
I don't
at,
know either.
genuinely.
I don't either.
I didn't know in the nominations either.
Yeah. So Terra
They're on
Nil is the only one
Chichia.
Terra Nil was the only one I actually played out of any of these.
You played that.
Yeah. It was
I don't even know.
during my
yeah.
during my
I have
stint
no clue what this category is.
in the ICU.
I'm surprised you didn't go Goodbye Volcano High.
No,
I mean, he is a
No.
furry. We know that.
no,
Yeah.
that game had no interest in me. Yeah. So are we good to skip this category and to move on?
Yeah.
Innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and or audio
This
or
is another
hardware
one.
that is pushing the
Like,
medium.
I just don't know what these games offered. That's something they never really told us.
Yeah, I mean the winner for this was Forza Motorsports.
I don't know.
The only thing I heard about Forza Motorsports was like their catch-up mechanic, and like the ability to kind of play the game utilizing like accessibility controls. So like if you were a paraplegic and things like that, like they made it easier, as well as also like colorblind mode, kind of thing. I actually would have given this to Street Fighter 6 personally. The modes that they added in Street Fighter 6, allowing it to like, typically it's played on a controller or fight stick. They actually made this where you can adapt it to play via voice commands. You can have it being played on a fight stick that has only buttons. They did a lot of other things to help with like reaction times and things like that. So I actually would have given it Street Fighter 6 personally. I don't know what any of the other games did. I don't know what Mortal Kombat did, Spider-Man did, Hi-Fi Rush
That's
did.
the problem is nobody knows what they did.
Diablo did a shit job. To be honest, I don't even think it deserves to be in here. Like their accessibility is garbage in that game. For that one, Bill, I don't know if you have a category or you have a game to insert.
I think I said Forza Motorsports last time, and I'm going to stick with that one just because they do have kind of the slow-mo mode for like turns and stuff. Also, I think Final Fantasy 16 should have been in here as well with the modification rings.
That was my option,
yeah. Modification rings, making it so that if an attack comes at you, it gives you reaction time to help you.
Slows down
that stuff.
time
Yeah.
and shit. Makes it so that you don't have to worry about healing, everything like that.
Or the single button press ring that lets you forego comboing.
I would have probably gave that my vote because that's a pretty innovative way to add accessibility into a game.
Yeah.
To me, the accessibility category should have stopped with Grounded. I don't feel like there's been a game that's really been super accessible, like had crazy forwards like what that game did.
Now you just want to take categories out too.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Jeez.
All right. Best performance awarded to an individual for voice overacting, motion, and or performance capture. Winner for this was, I don't think any shocker here, Astarion. So Neil Newburn for Baldur's Gate 3 Astarion.
Didn't we all kind of vote him? I thought when we were doing
I went for he went for Idris Elba because he loves Cyberpunk.
No, I was the one that fucking first voted for Neil Newbin.
I was gonna say I thought we all kind of talked about Neil Newbin.
I said Idris Elba doesn't deserve to be in there because he literally played himself.
That's what it was. Okay, I knew Idris Elba was brought up.
I was just trying to start more beef, man.
I fell asleep for the first fight.
I was asleep for the whole thing. I got knocked out round one.
I wanted Clive to win, but I knew it wasn't going to be the thing.
Clive. Who's Clive?
Final Fantasy 16 main character.
Ben
I can't
Starr.
remember the voice actor's name.
Ben Starr.
Ben Starr. Yeah. See, I'm torn, man. Like Yuri did such a good job with Peter. I'm gonna go with Yuri on this as my pick. I really like him I'm a Marvel fanboy, so that's where I said I get Astarion, but you won't. Scruffy or no, Enigma knocked him out, so I couldn't become a vampire. So I didn't get to hear I didn't get to hear his sweet voice anymore.
I didn't knock him out. I killed him, sir.
Okay. You killed him. So that's my pick. Enigma, are you said Astarion?
Yeah, I said Astarion. Yeah.
And Scruffy?
I also
said
Astarion.
Astarion. Okay. All right. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Hi-Fi Rush was the winner for this. Can I say that? Does anybody know why Marvel Spider-Man is in this
No.
category?
Because it's Spider-Man.
I
Yeah,
don't think it
pretty
had
much.
good audio design. I actually think it had really shitty audio design personally. I don't know. Anyway,
Kind of a weird
just
one.
just wondering
It
on
was
that
very
one.
much a weird one. Now, if it would have been like load times or use of volumetric lighting or what's ray tracing,
Right.
that is genuinely impressive. Like on a visual front, very impressive game, but not so much on the audio front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sounded very, I don't know, muddied and all that kind of stuff. So, well, Bill, what is
Well,
your
imagine
what is
being
your pick?
Spider-Man for real and all that wind just going
Yeah,
past
right.
yours. That's all you
just
would hear.
whipping. Just
Yeah.
That's what they should have made the game. You want a realistic Spider-Man game? Just flying around.
I always thought Spider-Man should be a VR game, man. But I think it probably cause too many people to get motion sick.
There's a couple of VR games that are
You're gonna
like
have
that.
people like
And
trying to
it's
actually swing
rough.
off roofs, bro.
Yeah, there was one that I played that was a Quest VR game. That's
Isn't it like the
that
Blade
was-
and
that
Sorcery?
had that-
Can't you like mod that? I think or
I
Bone Lab.
probably- I don't know.
something like that?
That wasn't the one that I played though. But the one that I did play, like it gave really bad like motion sickness if you got going too quick.
Yeah. So Bill, what was your choice?
For audio design,
Yeah.
Liza P.
Really? Any
Yeah.
any reason why?
That game's like one of the big well, never mind. Not for audio design. This for musical score. For audio design, it would probably be it would probably be Dead Space, honestly.
Yeah, that's my choice. Was Dead Space. I think
Yeah, I
games
was
just-
saying the games that I have played as far as like audio design goes, and I wanted to play Hi-Fi Rush, and I think it deserved to win the category handedly. But I really do think that atmosphere was peak in Dead Space.
I think so
Um,
too. The ambient noises, dude, everything that like about that just made that game so much better, in my opinion.
I gave it to Hi-Fi just because. I mean, like you said, they definitely deserved it with the way that they kind of incorporated. What was it like the fight scenes and action like combat
yeah.
into
Came like a
the actual
Beat Saber style
music
game.
and
you know?
soundtrack? Yeah, kind of that rhythm style, Beat Saber style game. Yeah, I think it was really cool. And they definitely deserved it. So
Enigma, what you got?
I went with Alan Wake too.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, the few times that I did watch it, I felt like it had a pretty decent like, and I'm curious like best audio design. What do you guys like define that as? Do you guys include that with like in-game soundtrack as well as
No.
like
I do not
ambience and
count-
shit?
No, I
No.
don't count
No.
soundtrack. I count like special effects,
Ambience,
noises.
special
Yeah.
effects.
and I
that
yeah.
kind
always
of
say
stuff.
soundtrack because Hi-Fi it literally incorporated their music with. fights,
That was
but
my
that's different.
question because like if we include like the soundtrack, then it was going to be Hi-Fi
Yeah.
Rush. But if we're only going based off of like special effects, sounds like footsteps, ambience noises, like I think Alan Wake did a really good job with it. Personally, like
I
the
can see
just
that.
the weird like echoing that you can hear in some of those areas and like the creepy just
They,
like
they did a good
ambient
job to
noises.
immerse you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really recommend if you've not played Alan Wake, you either watch a full playthrough with like no commentary,
wanna
no
play the
narrative,
first
or
one.
play it. It's a
I
very
never played the first one.
very very good game. Very good. Cool. All right. Best score in music. This is best outs for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Final Fantasy 16 won this.
Can you pronounce the
Nope.
Baldur's Gate composer?
Nope.
for us? No?
Nope.
No,
Borislav Slavovov.
Slavovov.
So Final Fantasy 16 won this one. Bill, I'll kick off with you.
What was it? One more time.
Uh,
Sorry,
Score and music.
music.
Score and music.
Score music. This one was Liza P.
Yeah.
100%. Based on the fact that all of the side quests are capped off with a record that you get, and that record you can actually take to the hotel, play it in the record player, and it kind of is a musical like swan song, if you will, to the side quest and the person that you are doing the side quest for. It's a really neat way of doing music into that kind of stuff. Plus, the boss soundtracks were dope. The environmental music was good. It just really well done overall, and I think it got slighted a little bit here.
I didn't even get nominated, which is kind of a shocker. I
Yeah.
would have actually probably
Yeah.
I would have put that probably in place of like I probably would have put it in place of Zelda, to be honest. I know it's a
Yeah.
hot take, but I would probably would have put it in place of Zelda. Was Final Fantasy 16's, was it really that good? Like was the music
It was
in that?
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was
Final Fantasy's
They
I mean, I know the
always
music is
do
always
really,
really
Enix,
good.
Yeah.
The
It's
one
amazing.
thing Square Enix does right,
Yeah.
like
Is-
100% of the time, is their music.
Yeah, they have full on like orchestras for their composition of their music.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's their
Nier
strong
is
suit. I
amazing.
assume.
Final Fantasy
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, Nier's
all
awesome.
good.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Scruff, what was your choice?
I gave mine to Baldur's Gate 3. I love their soundtrack. I stand by it. Their score is just beautiful. The only thing I'll say is like when you're in game, sometimes it does randomly cut out in moments that it should be there.
That's a technical
I-
issue. I mean, if you
yeah,
take out the
that's- I
technical
think-
side and just
Yeah, on just the score alone, like it is just I really really enjoy it. I think it's very a breathtaking kind of melody. I love it.
Enigma.
I don't know. This was a toss up again. Hi-Fi Rush. I felt like they had some pretty banger fucking soundtracks, like some pretty banger music. I have heard though that like the few times that I did watch Bill play Final Fantasy 16, like every time that there was music going, I was like, bro, this is fucking dope. You know, the only
Yeah.
thing, the only complaint that I have is that they didn't have the Final Fantasy 14 Bahamut. Bahamut. Bahamut.
No,
So
for sure.
I
Sure.
went with Final Fantasy 14 though, because just because like again, like I said, like and then like Bill said, like that's Square is that's what they're known for. Like that they do that. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Even
Um,
Forspoken had a banger soundtrack.
Yeah.
So I have to go with the cop out here is like I got to go with Baldur's Gate. It's literally one of the few games that I actually like just put. I have it on my Spotify playlist. Like I listen to it like on like the music in that game is just fucking phenomenal.
Down by the
That's actually the one that
river.
I don't listen to the most. Is that song because I
I
heard it
like
so
that
much.
song.
But
You hear it
yeah.
so much because we
Yeah.
keep
Yeah, I know.
making characters.
But I really love the soundtrack of that game. It's just very, very good. So, all right, best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. The winner for this one was Alan Wake 2. I will start reverse. We'll go Enigma, then Scruffy, then Bill, then myself. So Enigma, what you got?
Oh God, you would pick me. I don't really know, man. I'm just gonna go Hail Mary and I'll go with Legend of Zelda. I thought Legend of Zelda did a really good job with their art style. It's the same art style as the previous Legend of Zelda, but I really feel like both of those games really upped the franchise for Zelda. And I've not played them. I've not played either of them. So I'm just doing this based off of what I've seen from other people playing it, but they both seem to be pretty gorgeous. I really like the color palettes and everything like that they use in them. So
Understood. Cool. Scruff, what you got?
This is one that you'll like, Sin, because you mentioned it earlier. Beneath Orisa.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, man. I
It's
think that,
so
that
good.
game really took it away with their art style. It's like cell shaded, but also like cartoony and just like really cinematically, it looks good.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking gorgeous,
Yeah,
man.
so
It's really, really
did-
good.
I really did dig that, and I didn't play it. I watched you, but that's what drew me the most, especially when I seen it like trending. I was like, yeah, dude, this game hits.
Yeah, game slaps, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bill, what we got? Is this Eliza P? Is this another one?
Yeah, this is another Liza P. I really enjoyed how they adapted the Pinocchio book lore and stuff to this style world, making it so that like all the standout characters from the book itself pretty well show up here. You got the red fox, you got the black cat, you got the donkeys, you got everything that you need, but it makes sense within this universe. It's recognizable from a glance, but then built into how this world plays out, they're all adapted uniquely to fit that scenario. So I think they did a really good job with it.
Yeah, it was my runner up. Hogwarts Legacy is what took it for me on this one for best art
Nice.
direction. What's that face for, Bill?
I don't know.
Dude, it's a beautiful game, man. Like I felt like
think
I was
so.
walking around Hogwarts. I was like, dude, this isn't Hogsmeade. I was like, this is dope. Like it's really good.
I'm with you on that, Bill. That's a weird one for me too.
Yeah,
it was a pretty generic art style. in
Listen,
my
man, me
opinion,
and you have
but-
already had our argument today. We don't get to fucking do it again. Back off.
I respect
it's your
it.
choice, man. I just feel like it's a remake of an art style. They just copy pasted.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
I mean,
generic.
someone could
they
say
didn't- they didn't push
that
forward for
Lies of
anything.
P is nothing more than a just more beautiful version of Bloodborne. I've seen that a lot of places. Not saying it's
Yeah, but
correct. I'm
it-
just saying it's fair.
Yeah, but I feel like taking that like the Pinocchio adaptation was what drew me the most to
Oh,
it. Yes,
absolutely,
the art
yeah.
style is very similar to that gothic horror, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yep. All right, best narrative. We are winding it down, guys. We are coming to the last three categories. Best narrative is well, I'm waiting for the thing to load. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, the winner for this was Alan Wake 2. I think
That's crazy
this,
to me, dude.
I was
That
gonna
is
say, I think
fucking
this
insane to
shocked
me.
a lot of people.
Yeah, that makes no like. I don't care how good Alan Wake 2 is, man. Like in a category with Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. No,
I was about to fucking say, bro. God damn it. Ding
In a-
ding
in a
round 2.
category- in a category with Baldur's Gate 3, any of these games lose. I'm sorry.
I don't
It's-
think I don't
I think so. I 100% think so. You
So-
can't tell me that Alan Wake 2
No,
is a
I'm not
better
saying that.
narrative.
I don't understand the Alan Wake story in general. It's so fucking it's so
I-
convoluted. You would
I
think it
don't
was made by
Stand
like,
Alan Wake being pulled for so many of these categories.
Dude,
out of
it's
Yeah.
a
nowhere.
fu-
It's
dude, I-
weird.
I know I've heard
you
it's
have to
good and
understand
it's-
like the path that Alan Wake 2, and I do agree. I think Bill, you were the one that said it, or maybe Enigma did, but Alan Wake may be getting some of its stuff because of just the
recency bias.
yeah,
newness.
like
Yeah,
right,
that's
like
what
just
I
the
was
like
saying,
it's been
it
gone. Like we
came out,
haven't had it in
like
so
weeks
long.
before the nominees came out. It's crazy.
But it is a like if you take Alan Wake away from it, right, and the Alan Wake storyline or just the name sake, very much almost like Hogwarts Legacy. I think that you still like this game can stand on its own as a phenomenal fucking game. Like, and I can't like I'm not going to give any spoilers. I have watched this entire playthrough of this game. I will play it. I think it's coming to Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken. I will play this game because I loved Alan Wake 1. Wasn't a big fan of the like whatever the fucking
The DLC. or
the
Control.
DLC kind of
American
thing.
Ultra or whatever. That's
Yeah,
a movie. It was something.
No, it's like the Western or like they went to like New Mexico kind of thing. Wasn't a big fan of that, but
American Nightmare.
this is a fucking really phenomenal, and the twists that are there, the plot lines, like I felt like I was watching like Inception or like a Martin Scorsese film. Like it's really fucking good, man. Like so
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying it won over Baldur's Gate 3.
well, okay, question. If you take out the player's choice, like let's say that you take the player choice out of Baldur's Gate, because I think that's where Baldur's Gate 3 didn't win this category. Because I think that the people that were voting, right, or when they looked at it, they were going, well, that's player choice. Like, so
It's still narrative.
I'm
though.
not-
Like,
I'm-
you're-
I'm not
you're-
arguing
it's
with
not
you.
like it's not like you're creating a new storyline every time you choose something. It's still a base narrative that they have. I'm not even talking about like the side quests and everything like that. Like the main storyline for Baldur's Gate 3, from everything that I understand. Obviously, we haven't played it. We've not finished it, but like
Barely
I-
touch.
I mean, you guys have barely even touched it, but I I have heard that it's insane. Like it's a crazy one. Like the ending is crazy. I haven't watched it, but
Dude, I'm laughing
I don't know.
because our
Then
chat,
again, I haven't played Alan Wake 2 either, so
our chat has been railing to get Remnant 2 in these categories left and right.
Sin,
Okay.
I think you have to vote Remnant 2 as game of the year
Yeah.
just to fix
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Apparently that or Cyberpunk. Otherwise, I'm going to lose a friend and I'm going to lose a viewer. So, all right.
Oh,
For me, it's Final Fantasy 16.
yeah.
I enjoyed the Final Fantasy 16 narrative more than what I enjoyed the Baldur's Gate narrative. I think it is in brand with the universe while also being unique. So and it was pretty touching in moments. So I was a big fan.
Scruffy, what you got?
Mine was Baldur's Gate. My next, like the last couple categories here are pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I was gonna go the Baldur's Gate route. But having spent time watching Alan Wake and watching the gameplay, and then also I do have to agree with kind of Bill. Like I think if you do take some of the player choice away from it and just go, hey, if I'm just gonna put this into like, and even if you do add in player choice, like the narrative of that story is I've got a fucking thing in my head, right? I gotta defeat the mind flayers. We gotta go, and that's that. It's a very kind of straightforward, just kind of like I look at like Spider-Man. It's like, bro, this is like a very one note story,
no, it's not.
kind of thing. I mean, I'm
From what you know, like
Well, I mean,
no,
that's-
It branches. There's a decent amount of.
I know,
branching.
I'm not saying-
that
I'm
is
not-
the,
okay,
the
I'm not-
baseline like starting area.
But I'm not saying that there's not like branching storylines and there's like branching like pieces that like happen off of it or whatever. Like I'm just saying, I'm just trying to put myself in the perspective of why was Baldur's Gate not chosen and where did we get to this decision of being Alan Wake. But having watched Alan Wake, I feel like it felt like a cinematic experience, which I think takes for me best narrative. Like to me that is that category. For me. So that's my choice is Alan Wake 2. All right, best game direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision, innovative game direction and design. Alan Wake 2 won this one as well.
Again, don't fucking understand this at all.
Yeah. I don't know how Super Mario Bros. Wonder's in here, to be 100% honest. Like I don't get how that I actually don't
needed something to fill.
I don't get how Mario or even Marvel Spider-Man 2 is in this
Again,
category. So
I know this year had some bangers of games, but like to fill some of these like big categories, I don't think they had quite the the games that they wanted,
yeah. So Enigma,
So-
what is your choice here? Is it Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate, yeah. Like,
No?
there's no question.
Scruffy, I'm assuming Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Bill, are you saying Baldur's Gate as well?
Yeah, it epitomizes that genre. It's like
Like, yeah.
the pinnacle of that genre.
Literally.
Okay. Well, all right.
It knew the assignment and then it wrote a thesis on why that assignment was stupid and made a new assignment.
I'll make it unanimous. I'll go Baldur's Gate. I wasn't going to go Baldur's Gate, but all three of you guys going Baldur's Gate, I'm not going to be the fucking cog in the wheel that's going to not go Baldur's Gate. I was going
I
to.
mean, it just
could be man.
I was going to go with Beneath Arissa because of.
That's horse shit. Go Baldur's Gate.
no.
Oh, okay. Can I give you my reasoning as to why I think that
Oh, wait,
the
you're
game is
being
in
serious?
there? Yes. Like
Oh, okay.
I was
Sorry.
legitimately thinking about
Wow.
it because like how many card games since Slay the Spire have we had?
A lot.
Like fucking thousands,
Tons.
right? Like
Yeah.
thousands upon thousands. And so they took a game, they took a genre and they flipped it on its head by saying, cool, we're going to add in this fighting mechanic. We're going to add in like this roguelike stuff. I'm not saying it wins the category. I'm just saying as an honorable mention, like I would have liked to see it here. But
You
I'll
wanted to nominate it.
yeah, but I'll give it to Baldur's Gate. I mean, I would have taken fucking Marvel Spider-Man and Wonder out and given it to Benita Rissa. So, but
Poor Spider-Man, dude.
I mean, I'm not
I
gonna.
mean,
It,
I don't know. Spider-Man is one of those things where when we were talking about it, it was like
It was
like
another
they
God of
haven't-
War.
they haven't really done anything. Yeah, like
It was-
the
it
most
was-
most expansive thing that they've done is added in
Yeah.
the double, like the two
and
the two
Venom,
Spider-Man
and that was
and
really it.
Venom,
pretty
and
much.
then also the loading time between that. Like that's
Yeah,
literally
that was
anything- the
impressive.
only
But again, it was
animation
just
That-
it was a God of War Ragnarok again, pretty much.
Yeah.
and I
Ex-
actually,
yeah.
I don't even like bringing up Venom. And as the Marvel guy, one of the well, not the Marvel guy, like everybody
Venom
here likes
is
Marvel.
the Marvel guy.
Venom. I think the way that they did Venom was actually really poorly done. It was a really bad creative,
Yeah.
like in my opinion. Like not like I don't give like I'm not spoiling anything, but with who they chose to be Venom. I was like, but like his overall like narrative and like his reasoning for shit was so completely opposite of what Venom is. It's kind of horseshit. Like the only character, in my opinion, that they got right as far as villains in that game, they did Craven really well. Like Craven
Kraven,
was
yeah.
fucking amazing. And
I know
actually,
you weren't a big fan of Lizard from like
nope.
the offset.
nope, didn't like how they did that either.
I liked Lizard. I thought they beefed him up pretty good. He looked like fucking Godzilla swimming through that.
Oh,
fucking
I don't,
water.
I mean, I don't have a problem with like his like the way like his character looked. It was
Yeah.
just again the way that they portrayed him as a character.
Yeah. I
um,
got you.
was I think fucked up. And again, the same thing with Venom.
Sandman is getting called out in chat for being well done.
Yeah, I think Sandman was done. I think it was well done, but Sandman to me was done very much like Sam Raimi's Sandman, which was odd. Because I don't think Sam Raimi's Sandman was actually done very, very well. I love Flint Marko as a character. I think he's a really deep character, and for whatever reason, they only focus in on one point, which is like him and his kid, and like I don't and like him as a criminal, and like that's not like Flint Marko goes so much deeper than that. He has again, if you're a Marvel person and you're a Spider-Man fan, I really don't sleep on Sandman. You should. There's some really great comics about
That's pretty
Flint
funny.
Marko. That
Don't sleep on Sandman.
Yeah, I
Don't
get it.
sleep
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sandman.
That's
yeah,
pretty
I
good.
get it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, all right. Game of the year. This is it. It's the big category. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields.
Can I
Well-
just say I think this one's pretty unanimous. The day before, right?
That's it.
I mean,
I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
go
gotta be.
through. This is the one category that I will go through and name off everybody that was there, because it is an achievement to at least be in this category. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, which was the winner. Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Again, Baldur's Gate 3 took the category. Bill, we'll start with you and then work our way around the clock.
I know y'all were saying Spider-Man had a good chance of winning, but as soon as it lost Best Action category, I knew what was going to be done. I knew what was going to be done. So, Baldur's Gate 3,
Let's-
100%. It was the game that had
Yeah.
AAA developers crying that it was too good.
Yeah.
If that
that they
doesn't
set
win,
the standard
if
for
a
future
game,
games too high.
yeah, if the game that makes other developers like freak the fuck out doesn't win Game of the Year, I don't know what would.
Seriously, I don't think that's ever happened before. Like to that extent.
Not to that extent. The only game that I know that had like a similar backlash, but not to that extent, was Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Hey,
Incredible.
quick question. Did anybody get on stage or did we have a safe
I
thing?
think it was safe. I
We
didn't
had
hear
a
anything.
safe one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We didn't watch. Yeah.
Thank God.
No, I was watching on the side.
Oh, were you?
Nobody
Okay.
Yeah, Bill had it up the
nobody
entire
came up
time.
on stage. It was
They
Yeah.
had beefed up security right there in the front. Like if you ever saw when they panned, they had like 6 or 7 bodyguards.
They needed
everywhere
it,
right
man. I
there.
just don't understand how.
Mm. Yeah.
Anyways,
Uh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was
And,
just- I
and,
was just wondering.
if you notice as well, they only allowed 2 people up on stage at any given time.
Yeah.
From those.
That's
so
smart.
I think
Mm,
they.
That's
Yeah.
smart. So
Yeah.
and Jeff
um,
wasn't even on the stage at all, was he? He was
No,
up
he
on
was
his
like-
little like.
No,
He
he,
was
was
like-
he was just over to the side a little bit.
Okay.
they had
Sometimes,
him.
yeah.
They had him suspended from a. You had to like climb. Like you
Right,
got the
yeah.
Spider-Man your way up to him. So okay. So we've got one for Baldur's Gate. I'm assuming this is probably going to go all the way around the horn. Scruffy, Baldur's Gate. Okay.
Yep.
Enigma, Baldur's Gate.
Actually, you know what? Cyberpunk 20. No, Baldur's Gate 3. Of course, of course.
Just make me punch my fucking monitor. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna go with chat here and say Gollum should have won
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
You're a
Forgot
You're
all
a,
about
uh,
Golem.
game of the year.
you're
Close
a Lord
second
of the
was
Rings
King
fan
Kong.
after all,
Yeah,
anyways, aren't
yes.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then third was The Walking Dead.
Yeah, the Walking Dead game. That
Yeah.
game should have been in there too.
And then
Maybe we should,
honorable mentions to Forspoken and Redfall.
Yeah. should we have a
Really-
category for just the shittiest game of the year?
It really should have been game of the year. It should have been the day before, but it just
I
didn't.
think so.
It just released too late. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it'll be next year for sure.
I hate that
Definitely.
game. I hate that developer. I hate that fucking game so much. Baldur's Gate 3 obviously is the taker for that.
Though really quickly while we I just want to point out. Okay, so Marvel Spider-Man, I didn't ever think had a chance at winning. I just
No,
felt
I
that
was-
it
I was the
going to
one that-
win because of Sony bias. But yeah,
I have no
I
idea
thought
that
it had
didn't-
I thought it had a shot. I legitimately thought it did have a shot, but
I'm surprised it didn't win anything though, right? I'm not mistaken.
high. I
It
mean,
didn't
No,
take any
It
category.
didn't win anything.
So that's more of a shock to me because I knew I
that's crazy.
was pretty confident
But-
it wasn't going to take Game of the
Well,
Year.
Like if you think about it, like Sony won one, right? They got one nominee,
Well, they
which
got
was
their-
best
The Last of
adaptation.
Us TV show.
Last adaptation. Yeah,
They
the
did-
Last
yeah,
of
they
Us
got
adaptation.
one award.
But like they really didn't have anything in this, like other than Spider-Man and that.
Spider-Man was
It
the
was-
only game that
yeah.
they had.
that's true.
Technically, Final Fantasy 16
Well, it's
was
a big
a
game.
PlayStation
Technically.
exclusive, but it wasn't a Sony.
It's not
game.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
But it's not first Sony first party.
Nope.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah, no.
okay. So I did have a question. I did want to, because there was some really great tech that came out this year, and I did want to ask you guys.
Oh yeah. Since
Um,
added
Well, I mean, I think it's a category that's not that they don't talk about tech here, right? Like, is there a piece of tech this year that has come out? Because we had the ROG Ally, we had the Lenovo.
I think the PS
Go,
Portal has a pretty
PlayStation
good
4.
place in there.
Bro, you say that as a meme, but you know how many people are fucking like elated about that stupid fucking
I
piece of
can't.
shit?
I can't take it.
Listen, your heart's gonna sink here for a sec. The PlayStation Portal is sold out everywhere.
Yep.
And
course
if
it
you
is.
go
Yeah.
onto eBay,
Oh, the
They're going
scalpers.
for like $800-900.
they are selling. Well, no, not that high. It's not that good of a device, but they are sitting at about $350 on eBay. So
Wow.
$150
And
markup on those, and people are
definitely
buying
it.
them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You actually want my advice?
Yeah,
Not my advice.
yeah,
My opinion on
yeah.
some impressive tech. Is the new iPhone? Although it's had some cruddy reviews, but like the tech that is allegedly after probably a few additions of it. Give it to some time to actually be able to use that tech to play some of these new games that are coming out on it. I think that's actually pretty impressive. And I'm not a mobile guy, but for the advances that they're making, I think it's pretty big. I think mobile is definitely gonna just grow and grow and grow until it's gonna be on par. Well, maybe not on par with PCs, but eventually it'll be up there.
Let's move to Enigma. What do you got?
Um,
And don't forget, you can't
I-
include a Steam Deck because they did launch the OLED, which I've heard is very
I don't.
impressive.
I mean, I don't really have anything of like the best thing that I have is like I got a Nintendo Switch this year. So like I really didn't have anything in the way of like new
What about that thing that you keep in your side drawer?
my GAT, my Glock.
Whatever you want to call that thing. I mean, if that's what you're using on your, robot parts.
That's some
That's,
great technology. Yeah.
Hey man,
9
each their
millimeter.
own. What are you, Jesus Christ, man. But make sure you don't
I know
misfire.
I know you oogle and goggle over the circuits that thing.
Make sure you don't misfire, homie.
I'll load
Bill,
that thing up every night, bro.
what do you got anything? Any tech wise that you're
I'm
Super.
still really impressed by the PlayStation VR 2 and like how it's doing. I understand that it's limited by the PlayStation library. I understand that it's a wired VR headset. I understand that the MetaQuest 3 just came out and it is significantly more ease of access. being
Affordable.
wireless, affordable, all that stuff. I get it, but I still think the tech in the VR2, both in the controllers and the headset itself, is extremely impressive.
Actually, if we're gonna go that way, yeah. I do like the Apple VR headset. Like, I don't like the price tag of the Apple
Not out
VR
yet.
headset, right?
Wait, what?
It's not out yet.
I didn't even.
But you didn't say anything about it being out.
Oh,
did
I'm
you? I
saying,
didn't think
yeah, I'm saying like
He
something
said
that's
of this,
launched
like, this
yeah.
year.
This year, yeah, something that's
No.
launched, yeah.
Well, fuck you. It's early access, bro.
God damn.
It's early access.
For nobody. Well, in that case, then I'm gonna say the Cybertruck. Mine's the MetaQuest 3. That thing is it has reinvigorated.
really?
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, that's you're being a dick. Okay, all right. It has reinvigorated my love for the fucking for VR, man. Like,
Yeah.
the,
No,
that-
it's very impressive.
like it took a lot of things that the Quest 2 did okay and just really made them a lot better. And the AR, the pass through, all of that stuff. Like, even just the fact of in fact, Steam just launched there was ways to like connect to your PC wirelessly. You know, it wasn't a hard but it did take, a couple steps. Steam launched their literally their Steam Link or AirLink software today. And so you don't have to have anything. Like, you literally just launch Steam Link, and you sign into your Steam account, and your library is right there. So there's no having to log into Steam VR and all this other kind of stuff. It's very, very, very simple. And it's like, you just put the headset on and it auto scans your room. Like, you don't do shit. Like, you don't have to set up barriers. It just auto does it for you, which is awesome. It's an impressive ass piece of tech. So, I did want to answer one question that was asked in chat, because we do always that, and I know we're over time, and then we're going to end the show. But question came in from Gaming Medic 86 over on Twitch. Is, do you think that a game has a better chance of winning Game of the Year if it isn't an exclusive?
Do you
No.
think it has a better chance of winning?
Right. So if it's not an exclusive, so like it's available everywhere.
No.
No, because I feel like usually
we've-
exclusives.
Yeah, I was about to say we've always had, like,
have
it's been
the
exclusives for a long time, right?
yeah. I think
Yeah.
so. Just because of the bias.
So do you think maybe, Lynn, let's flip that. Do you think being an exclusive gives it a better chance because it's only being developed on one platform?
I think that it being an exclusive comes with some monetary benefits that could separate a game. Like, I don't know. There is some biases to it, especially on the Nintendo or Sony front in a lot of cases. But I do think that the exclusive games do tend to be some of the better games that come out this year, and then that's not just bias. I think that's just the way those development cycles works.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think it matters either way, whether they're exclusive or not. I think it just all comes down to the game. Baldur's Gate 3 just took it, and it's
Yeah,
available everywhere.
It really comes down to, like, quality over exclusivity, honestly.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it takes 2 won a few years ago too, and it wasn't exclusive to anything. So,
yeah.
and
all-
Elden Ring wasn't exclusive to anything.
all right. Well, that is it. 107 in the books. 2023 is done.
Love you guys. Thank
uh,
you guys for supporting the podcast as much as you
Yeah.
have been.
Absolutely.
It's been a great year, and next year's going to be even better.
It's
We've
been
got
a
some-
banger of a year.
Really cool things
Hell yeah.
planned. Again, if you have, or this is your first show, there are 106 other episodes. You can catch us out on Spotify or anchor.fm/prepatch podcast, or any of your podcasting apps. Obviously, you can go to YouTube and get all of our content there.
You got about 3 weeks to catch all of those episodes and let us know what you think about them.
That's your homework. get
Yeah.
all the
So,
episodes in.
I
Um,
know it's Christmas break, but
Which means you have a lot of time.
Like
Yeah.
59 hours or something like that. Minutes, actually. It was minutes.
But it's been a great year, guys, and through all of the heat and arguing and debating and everything like that. We love each other. We love the show. Enigma and I are going to go post show, patch things up, even though we
I'm
hate
gonna
each
beat his
other.
ass.
It's
I'm
going to be
gonna
a
literally
free
beat his
content
ass.
patch.
As long
It's
as
gonna be a
I-
free
I want to
content patch.
double
Yep.
the amount of fighting next year.
Yeah, that is our
Oh
that's our
my gosh.
resolution. Why do you think I'm getting swole so I can beat the shit out of that robotic buck?
It's gonna be a free content, free
Oh,
combat
man.
patch with a DLC added on.
Not
it.
if you're in charge. You'll have to pay for it.
DLC of whoop ass.
It's gonna come out as shitty, and then he's gonna fix it, and he's gonna make you pay for the fucking DLC,
Ooh.
boys. Anyway,
That's right.
guys, that's it. Episode 107 is done. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the crew. Thank you for everybody for putting up with our dumbasses. We'll be back next year for an even better Repatch podcast season. So y'all have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.
Much love, guys.
Bye, deuces.
Installation.